Good morning, students. I am Simran from Resonance Hyderabad, and here I have Bharat sir, Resonance faculty and IIT BHU alumni. So I hope all of your paper went well today, those who gave the exam, and those who are going to give the exam later. Bharat sir here have a few observation about the exam. Bharat sir.
So hello student, I hope your exam went well. From the last three papers, last three days, we have 6 slots, right? So what are the patterns we observe? We are going to introduce those chapters, names, as well as you can prepare for upcoming 2 days. As we can see, one of the question from the differential equation, that is nothing but the linear differential equation, as we told in the classroom also, that you have to prepare these type of topics, right? Linear differential equations is very important topic, right? You have to prepare it, as well as ITF. ITF we solve lots of questions, but what they ask in the basically ITF, the interconversion, the basic interconversion. If you prepare the basic interconversions, you can prepare the ITF also. In the matrix itself, ma'am, they are asking the determinant property, which we generally tell in the classroom. The properties of determinant of adjoint, the Cramer-Sewell, homogeneous equation. So these type of questions which are basic, you have to prepare. As well as in 3D, as we know plane is related from the syllabus, so 3D, one of the basic questions which every faculty told in the classroom, that you have to prepare the skew lines, right? Distance between the skew lines, what is the equation of the shortest distance between the skew lines, that you have to prepare. As well as we can say in the quadratic as well as sequence series, the chapters are very simple, right? So what is your observation, ma'am, on this?
Yes, I have also observed, sir, that from quadratic and sequence series, we are getting 2-3 very basic question in every paper. NCRT and resonance sheet level problems we are getting in every paper. Plus, from the topic probability, permutation and combination, from those 2 topics also we are getting very basic questions. So definitely we should prepare those topics, because if you do that, you will be able to attempt those questions in the exam. Okay. Now, concluding, the paper is moderate but lengthy as it has been from past few days. So we'll be moving to with the memory based questions paper discussion. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let's start with maths paper discussion. So question number 1, again a binomial question. We are getting a lot of questions regarding binomial coefficients. Some marker. Okay, thank you. So we are getting a lot of questions from binomial. So here we have one question. What are we given? The 5th, 6th and 7th term of binomial expansion are in AP. Then the greatest binomial coefficient is, they are saying n is less than 9. So let's solve this. We are given 5th term T5. T5 will be equals to n plus 4 C4. T6 which is n plus 4 C5, and T7 which is going to be n plus 4 C6. Now they are in AP, so I'll have n plus 4 C4 plus n plus 4 C6 is equals to 2 into n plus 4 C5. Now let's solve this equation. What's the formula for NCR? NCR equals to n factorial by r factorial, n minus r factorial. So I'm going to get n plus 4 factorial by n factorial into 4 factorial plus n plus 4 factorial by 6 factorial into n minus 2 factorial is equals
R
to
factorial
2 into
n minus
n
R
plus 4 factorial.
So I'm going to
by
get
5
plus 4
factorial
factorial
into n by n
minus
factorial
1
into
factorial.
4 factorial.
Now let's
plus
cancel.
n plus 4 factorial
n plus 1, n plus 1,
by 6 factorial into n minus 2 factorial is equals
R
to
factorial n minus
n
R
plus 4
factorial.
factorial
So I'm going to
by
get
5
5
plus
factorial
4 factorial
minus 2
and
factorial
by n
cancel.
factorial.
Here I'll have
into
n
4
into n
factorial.
minus
let's cancel
n plus
4 factorial
n plus
I'll
1
have n plus 1
minus
factorial
1
into n
minus
minus
factorial
4
factorial
65
factorial
factorial
n
minus
minus
r
r
square out of
factorial
factorial by 5 plus 4 factorial
minus 2
n
factorial
by
can
n
minus
factorial I'll have n 4
into n
now let's
minus
cancel
1
by
n
4 factorial
n plus
I'll have
1
n plus
plus
1
1
factorial into n minus 4
factorial
factorial
r
factorial n minus r square out of factorial by 5 plus 4 factorial n by n factorial I'll have n 4 now let's cancel by 4 factorial I'll get n plus 1 factorial into n minus 4 factorial by r factorial n minus r square out of factorial is equals to plus 4 factorial n by n factorial I'll have n 4 now let's cancel by 4 factorial I'll get n plus 1 factorial n minus 4 factorial by r factorial n minus r square out of this coordinate equation has 2 factorial now let's say and we are given analysis so you have roots 3 and n plus 10 but n value is less than 9 so you are given n equals to 3 factorial now what is your power is going to be 7 now put this by 5 now let's say and we are given analysis so okay, I hope this question is clear. Very basic question. Now moving forward to this question. So whoever has solved PYQs and resonance sheet may have dealt with this problem. We have a lot of problem like this in our sheet. So this one. You are given A and B. Vector A is given, vector B is given and C is coplanar with A and B. If C is coplanar with A and B, I can write C as lambda times A plus mu times B as a linear combination of A and B. Now you are given A dot C which is 5 and C is perpendicular to B. If C is perpendicular to B, I can say C dot B will be equals to 0. So first you are given A dot C. So what will I do? I'll take A dot on both sides. A dot C is equals to lambda times A dot A. A dot A is what? Magnitude of A whole square plus mu times A dot B vector. Now A dot C value 5. Lambda times magnitude of A whole square. What is A vector? A vector is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Its magnitude will be under root 1 plus 4 plus 9 root 14. Root 14 whole square I am going to get 14 plus mu times A dot B. When I do A dot B, 3 plus 2 minus 3, 2. So I have 14 lambda plus 2 mu equals to 5. First equation. Now second equation, you are given the value of C dot B. B and C are perpendicular, so their dot product is 0. So I am taking B dot on both sides. B dot C will become 0. Lambda times A dot B. A dot B I have already solved here. So lambda times 2 plus mu times B dot B. B dot B means what? Magnitude of B whole square. So what's magnitude of B? 3 square 9 plus 1 11. So you have two equations and I have to get the value of lambda and mu. And what was asked in the question? Magnitude of C. Okay, so to get magnitude of C, in the first equation only I'll take dot C on both sides. So if I take dot C on both sides, what will I get? C dot C. C dot C is what? Magnitude of C whole square, lambda times A dot C which was 5 plus mu times B dot C which is 0. So magnitude of C whole square is 5 lambda. I just have to eliminate mu. I'll get the value of lambda. Let's simplify this. So to eliminate mu, I'm multiplying this equation with 11. This with 2, I'll have 22 mu plus 28 lambda equals to 55. Sorry, 154 lambda. Next into 2. So what am I going to get? 4 lambda plus 11, 22 mu equals to 0. Minus, minus, minus. Cancel. So what is the value of lambda that we are getting? Lambda is equals to 155 by 151. Now put this value here, you will get the value of magnitude of C. Now moving forward to the next question. Okay, again very basic question based on property of adjoint of the matrix. We have discussed a lot of questions like this in resonance sheet, and questions like this have been coming in your past shift a lot. So we have to do practice questions based on properties of adjoint. It's a very important topic in determinant. Let's do this question. What are we given? Determinant of A is 2. Now determinant of adjoint, 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 adjoint. How many times adjoint? So we are given determinant A power n minus 1, 4. So 2 power 3 minus 1 whole power 4, 2 power 2 power 4, 2 power 16. 10-second question, very easy question. It's a very important topic. I would like to ask all of you to please revise this topic if you want to do questions based on this. Now next question, you are given limit x is approaching towards 0, cosecant x I can write as 1 by sin x. All of you know root a minus root b. Root a minus root b I can write as a minus b by root a plus root b. So let's subtract root a minus root b. 2 cos square x minus cos square x. I am going to get cos square x plus 3 cos x minus sin x minus 4 by root a plus root b. So what am I going to get? Under root 2 cos square x plus 3 cos x minus cos square x plus sin x plus 4. Now if you see, this term is going to be non-zero and finite. If x is approaching towards 0, this is root 5 plus root 5. Root 5 plus root 5 is 2 root 5. So 1 by 2 root 5 I can take outside. Limit x is approaching towards 0. Cos square x minus sin 3 cos x minus sin x minus 4 by sin x. Now we are going to apply L'Hopital rule. Cos square x derivative will be 2 cos x sin x plus 3 into minus sin x minus cos x minus 4 derivative 0 by cos x. Now as x is approaching towards 0, it is not indeterminate form anymore. This will become 0. This will become 0. Minus 1 by 1. So 1 by 2 root 5 into minus 1. Minus 1 by 2 root 5. Very basic question. Now as Bharat sir just told us, we are getting a lot of questions from properties of ITF, very basic interconversion question. Again similar question we have in Resonance Advanced TPP. We have dealt with a similar problem, very basic problem. Let's see how to solve this. You have secant square outside and tan inverse inside. Anyway, I can write secant square theta in terms of tan square theta. I can write secant square x as 1 plus tan square x. So tan square tan inverse alpha plus cosecant square I can write as 1 plus cot square cot inverse beta is equals to 36. Now tan of tan inverse x is equals to what? X. If alpha is any real number, so we are going to get 1 plus alpha square plus 1 plus beta square is equals to 36. Now simplify this. Alpha square plus beta square 36, and you are given alpha plus beta is equals to how much? Alpha plus beta is 8. Now I have to solve and get the value of alpha beta. Alpha plus beta whole square is equals to alpha square plus beta square 36 plus 2 alpha beta. 8 square 64. 64 is equals to 36 plus 2 into alpha beta. What's the value of alpha beta? We have to find. Divide on table of 2. 36 is equals to 18 plus alpha beta. 32 is equals to 18 plus alpha beta. So I'm going to get alpha beta equals to how much? 32 minus 18. Now let me check again. 34. We are getting plus 2 minus 2. 34 here. 34. 34 So 17, 32 minus 17, alpha beta equals to 15. Now you are given sum of two numbers 8, product of two numbers 15. You can solve it using quadratic equation, or you can use the basic logic. What are two numbers whose product is 15, sum 8. So one number is going to be 5, 1, 3. Alpha is the bigger one. So alpha will be 5, beta will be 3. Alpha square plus beta, 25 plus 3, 28. Okay, so we skipped one question. Let's go back to that question. Area under the curve. From area under the curve, what we have observed is questions are slightly lengthy. So if I was you, I would have done this question in the last. Let's see what this question is. So they are saying, okay, y in your y so let's do this. We are given x square plus 4x plus 2 less than equals to y less than equals to mod x plus 2. So first we are having what, y is greater than equals to x square plus 4x plus 2. Y equals to x square plus 4x plus 2 will be a parabola. So parabola vertex is minus b by 2a minus 2 comma minus t by 4a. We are going to get minus 2. Vertex as minus 2 comma minus 2. Y intercept is going to be for this graph 0 comma 2. So this is the graph we are going to get, 0 comma 2. Now next one, y equals to mod x plus 2. So y equals to mod x plus 2, vertex will be at minus 2. This is the question. Now I am supposed to find this area. Now how to find this area? Okay, let's find point of intersection first. X square plus 4x plus 2 equals to mod x plus 2. X square plus 4x plus 2 I can write as x plus 2 whole square minus 2 equals to mod x plus 2. I am substituting mod x plus 2 as t. So what am I going to get? T square minus 2 equals to t. T square minus t minus 2 equals to 0. Very simple quadratic equation. I can see the roots. T is equals to minus 1 and t equals to 2. But t is going to be positive. So mod x plus 2 equals to 2. Implies x equals to 0 or minus 4. So this point minus 4, this point 0. And if I put x equals to minus 4, I'll get y equals to 2. Okay, so this line is perpendicular to the axis of parabola, so it will become double ordinate. All of us know that area is equals to what? Area between double ordinate and parabola is equals to 1 by 2 area between double ordinate and parabola is equals to what? 1 by 2 into area of rectangle. What will be area of this rectangle? This distance is 4, this is 2, this is 2. So 1 by 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into area of rectangle. So 2 by 3 into 4 into 4. So what are we going to get? Area of this region, area between the double ordinate and parabola is equals to 2 by 3 into 4 into 4 minus area of this triangle. Area of this triangle will be 1 by 2 into base, which is 4 units, and height, which is 2 units. So simplify this, you will get the answer. Okay, so now these are the maths question we have gotten so far. We'll continue with the maths discussion. Now over to Dr. Sai Kishore sir and Komal ma'am for chemistry discussion. Sir.
Hello to all my amazing JEE aspirant. Hope you all had a great exam. So first of all, now chemistry faculties has came. Now before going further, let me invite Dr. Sai Kishore sir with me to have a great analysis of the paper. Okay, sir. So please share this live as much as possible because this is going to be super beneficial for you all, for all the JEE aspirant, those who have the today exam and those who are going to have the upcoming exam. For them, this live is also very useful because as a chemistry faculty, I am having a very good news for you because paper is not that much difficult, and let me know from the sir that what is the analysis of the coming exams.
Yeah, ma'am. From these 5 shifts, as we observe,
Yes, sir.
NTI has maintained a same level of question paper. That's a
That's
very
okay.
good thing.
Yeah.
And why? Because chemistry is a scoring subject, and most of the students are doing good. And especially in that chemistry, what are the chapters and what are the subtopics are giving in that first exam?
Exactly.
The same subtopics are also maintaining. That is one of the
That's a
NTI's
very
great
good
thing.
news as
Yeah,
well.
ma'am. That is one of the great thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
So, what is the
Especially-
topic analysis
yeah.
according to you?
if you come to that inorganic chemistry, especially coordination compound, that is an all-time favorite chapter, and in every question paper, one question or 2 questions are asked from that coordination compounds.
So, 1 or 2 definitely. from the coordination.
Definitely asking.
Yes.
And also,
Yes.
D and F block elements. For this year, D and F block elements having high priority. In every question paper also, one of the question is coming from that D and F block elements.
important.
That too, very
So, all those students
easy
who are
level.
in the upcoming chemistry exam, the ENF block you have to do in your checklist.
For this year, we are observing that P block elements from the basic points, from that basic point question is picking, and in every question paper also we are seeing that P block element question also.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, and this is about that inorganic chemistry. If you come to that physical chemistry, especially in physical chemistry, as usual trend, mole concept,
Mole concept, yes, sir.
as usual questions. Then after thermodynamics, chemical equilibrium and ionic equilibrium,
Both
which
are
are
coming. Both
both
are
are
important.
what are the favorite topics are there? From that favorite topics, that questions are coming. That is one of the good thing. Students are also doing well from that
Very nice.
physical chemistry, and questions are coming from that electrochemistry and chemical kinetics are also.
Okay.
Solution, we are observing that 1 or 2 questions are coming from that 5 papers. If you come to that organic chemistry, so in that organic chemistry, especially doing concentration on reaction mechanism, and as well as if the students are very perfect in that reagents. So if the students are very perfect in that reagent, most of the questions we can do that from that organic chemistry. Why? Because most of the conversion questions are giving nowadays. And one of the important thing is biomolecules. Most of the students are feeling a very tough, but from that biomolecules in every question paper, one question we are seeing, that too is a very basic level.
Okay.
So that's why question paper always, in all the cases, easy to moderate they are maintaining.
So, okay, very nice, very excellent analysis of the sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, according to the chemistry analysis, we are having a very moderate level exam. Sir, what you will give according to the difficulty level? What will your...
Always this is maintaining easy to moderate level only.
So, this is very good news for the upcoming, those who are students having the upcoming exam. That paper is coming at the moderate level for the chemistry. So, you need to be chill and relax. You don't have to worry much about the chemistry. Okay, so now I must say this now, looking at the questions and looking at the analysis of the Kishore sir, that all the Resonites who religiously follow the revision exam must be having the great success in this coming exam.
And one more thing, add on. Have you observed that, ma'am? Most of these questions are from our exercise 1 question. Most of these questions are related.
Resonites from the
Yeah.
practice books. Okay, we are coming the questions.
So that is one of the good news for our resonance students. If the students are perfectly going through that exercise 1 question, most of these questions from all these papers that related to our exercise 1 questions only, ma'am.
That is
That is
easy
one.
to moderate
Yeah,
question.
that is the easy to moderate.
Okay. So each and every student, I think you got us that how is the difficulty level, how you are getting the paper. So let's jump to the solution part of the today's exam. So let's continue with the solution of the exam. Hope you all have a great live session today, and share this live session again as much as possible with your friends and the fellows who even also having the upcoming exam, because you can see not only the topics, even the subtopics are repeating. So these analyses are very, very, very important. Handing over to the Kishore sir, please start with the solution, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Hello, my dear students and viewers. Let us go for that chemistry analysis, today's paper, first shift. So, the first question, which of the following is most reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction? Just I said that most of the questions are asking from that organic chemistry, that is reaction mechanism. So this is one of the question is asked from that reaction mechanism, nucleophilic addition reaction. Nucleophilic addition reaction. All are given aldehydes, benzaldehyde, para-nitrobenzaldehyde, para-methyl-benzaldehyde, benzaldehyde and acetophenone. You know that aldehydes are more reactive than ketones. So these three are more reactive than this one. So it is not answer. And if you come to that nucleophilic addition reaction in that aldehyde, this is aldehyde. If the electron withdrawing groups are increases, as the strength of electron withdrawing group increases, then rate of reactivity increases. So in that, what is the electron withdrawing group is there? Your nitro group is there. Your methyl group is there. Nitro group is a electron withdrawing group. Methyl group is a electron donating group. So as compared to methyl, nitrobenzaldehyde, para-nitrobenzaldehyde is more reactive and benzaldehyde is given. If you come to that order of the reactivity, 1 is greater than 3, 3 is greater than 2, 2 is greater than 4. This is the reactivity order, and in that only single option question is given. So which of the following most reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction? That is para-nitrobenzaldehyde. At para position NO2 group is there, it withdraw the electron, so it makes more positive charge on carbonyl carbon, then nucleophile can easily add it, then this is a product we can obtain. So for that first question, the answer is 1, para-nitrobenzaldehyde. Going forward, the next question, ribose present in DNA. Regularly one question is asking from that biomolecules, that to basic levels. Here also question is coming from that biomolecules. Ribose present in DNA. The ribose which is present in DNA, that is deoxyribose. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid, it is a pentose sugar, OHH. If OH is there, this is a ribose, but deoxyribose is nothing but this OH is replaced by hydrogen, then here CH2OH. This is deoxyribose. Deoxyribose, this is a pentose sugar. And what is given here? What are the statement? Choose the correct statement. Let us go for the statement. It is a pentose sugar. Yes, right. And present in pyranose form. No, it is a puranose form, 5-member ring. 6-member ring is nothing but pyranose form. But in that pentose sugar, it is a puranose form. So that is a wrong option. Alpha anomeric carbon is present. This is also wrong, because the pentose sugar which is present, that is a beta anomeric carbon, and present in D configuration, this is right, and it is a reducing sugar in free form. Yes, obviously. Why? Because it is having hemiacetal group. So due to the presence of hemiacetal group, it is a reducing sugar in free form. So what are the correct statement from this? A, D and E. So correct option is second one. Second is the correct option. Now forward the next question. So find the most stable carbocation among the following carbocation is. It's a good question. So in that, if you observe that in that last previous paper also one of the question is asked from that carbocation. So dear students, please keep your concentration on stability of carbocation, carbanion and free radical and also reaction mechanism. Now if you come to this, here carbocation, primary carbocation is there. Here carbocation, there is electron withdrawing group is there, so it is a minus I effect. So always stability of carbocation is directly proportional to plus R and plus I, inversely proportional to minus R minus I. So stability of carbocation is directly proportional to plus R and plus I effect. Now here minus I effect is there. Here hyperconjugation is there. Hyperconjugation is less than resonance. Resonance is more effective than hyperconjugation. If you come to this, it means these two are not considered as answers. If you come to this, here oxygen having lone pair of electron, here also oxygen having lone pair of electrons. So if the carbocation, here lone pair of electron is present, here carbocation is present along with lone pair of electron in extended conjugation. Here also this carbocation is present with lone pair of electron in extended conjugation. In these two cases, extended conjugation lone pair of electrons are there. Here also plus R effect is there. Here also plus R effect is there. But in these two cases, which is more effective? Now let us see. This lone pair of electron is conjugation with this pi electron also, and this lone pair of electron is conjugation with these pi electrons of oxygen also. This is considered as a simultaneous resonance. But if you come to this, here this lone pair of electron is in conjugation one side. This is extended conjugation. This is extended conjugation, here simultaneous conjugation is there. So as compared to simultaneous conjugation, extended conjugation is more effective. So that's why option is this. This is the most stable carbocation due to extended resonance with lone pair of electrons of oxygen. Now this is the correct option is second. Now going forward, next question. Which of the following will react with HBr faster? Alkenes are given and HBr. It means electrophilic addition reaction. This is a electrophilic addition reaction. So in that electrophilic addition reaction, it is mainly depends on that stability of carbocation. Again the same question, stability of carbocation. Now come to that, in the given four options, which is most stable carbocation after that protonation. So after that protonation, here if pi electrons are shifted towards any one of the carbon, here protonation takes place. So after that protonation, here the carbocation is obtained. So here if pi electrons are shifted towards this, after that protonation, this is the carbocation is obtained. Here, so after that protonation, for this, here the carbocation is obtained with oxygen, and here after that protonation, these pi electrons are shifted towards this. So proton is added to this, then this is the carbocation is formed. This carbocation is highly stable due to again same plus R effect. So due to that plus R effect or plus M effect, due to that positive mesomeric effect, this carbocation is more stable. So due to that most stable carbocation, it reacts with HBr in fast manner. So the correct option is second one. Now go forward the next question. Which of the following strong oxidizing agent? Oxidizing agent. the element which is undergoes reduction itself it acts as a oxidizing agent. One of the simple thing is there, the element in highest oxidation number always act as a strong oxidizing agent. So europium and cerium, these are in +2 oxidation state, these are not considered as an answer. Now in cerium +4 and EU +4, cerium +4 is act as a strong oxidizing agent. Cerium +4 absorbs one electron, get converted into cerium +3, and E0 value, cerium +4, cerium +3 is 1.74 volt, that is the positive values. So highest SRP values are there. So due to the highest SRP values, cerium +4 is act as the strongest oxidizing agent. In the given option, the correct answer is cerium +4. Cerium +4 is the correct answer for this question. Now going forward, the next question. In H2O, NH3 and CH4, what is given? Okay, multi-correct answer is given. In H2O, NH3 and CH4, what are the correct statements? Okay. Now in all central atoms are sp3 hybridized. Yes. H2O, NH3, CH4. In all the cases, steric number is 4. So steric number 4 is nothing but all are sp3 hybridized. So this is the correct statement. Now order of dipole moment. So order of dipole moment is methane is less than ammonia, ammonia is less than H2O, right? So order of dipole moment, dipole moment is mainly depends on that. Hybridization is same. Then as the number of lone pair of electrons are increases, then dipole moment is also increases. So CH4 is there, CH4, NH3 and H2O. Number of LP, here 0, here 1, here 2. So as the number of lone pair of electrons are increases, dipole moment is also increases. So obviously methane is less than ammonia, ammonia is less than H2O. So this is also correct statement. Now option C, ammonia in H2O is basic in nature. Ammonia, when it is reacts with H2O, ammonia having one lone pair of electron, it absorbs one H plus ion from water, they get converted into NH4 plus and OH minus. So obviously it is considered as a base, so basic nature, this is the correct. And NH3 and H2O are Bronsted-Lowry acid and bases. So NH3 is a Bronsted-Lowry acid, H2O is Bronsted-Lowry base. So if the option is same as it is given, it is a wrong option. Why? Because NH3 is act as a Bronsted base, proton acceptor. Now it is considered as a Bronsted acid. Why? Because it is a proton donor. So this statement is incorrect. If this statement is incorrect, is nothing but entire the statement is incorrect. So C is not correct. Now go for that fourth option. Bond angle of H2O, NH3 and CH4 respectively are 104.5 degrees, 107 degrees and 109.5 degrees. In all the cases sp3 hybridization is there and here 0 lone pair of electrons are there. So bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes or 109 degrees 28 minutes. Then after ammonia, in that ammonia one lone pair of electron is there. So due to the repulsion in between lone pair and bond pair, here somewhat bond angle is decreases. This is reached to 107 degrees. If you come to that H2O, in H2O 2 lone pair of electrons are there. Here lone pair repulsion is there. Due to that lone pair repulsion, here bond angle is decreases to 104.5 degrees. So obviously this is the correct option. So A, B and D are the correct one. So A, B, D. So from this, what is the correct option? Fourth option is the correct option. Now going forward, the next question. Okay, during preparation of KMnO4 from MnO2, the compound formed when MnO2 reacts with KOH. Now, this is the question asked from that KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7, especially when we are discussing that D and F block elements. We are doing more concentration on KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7. Obviously, the question is given in this paper. So, if you go for the reaction during the preparation of KMnO4 from MnO2, that is a pyrolusite, the compound formed when MnO2 reacts with KOH. MnO2, when it is reacts with KOH in presence of oxygen, they get converted into K2 MnO4 and H2O. This is the intermediate compound is formed. 2 moles, 4 moles of KOH, 2 moles. So 4 moles of hydrogen is nothing but 2 moles of H2O. But here question is asked in the preparation of KMnO4. So K2MnO4, when it is oxidized with chlorine or ozone, then K2MnO4 get converted into KMnO4 and KCl. So in the preparation of KMnO4 from MnO2, the compound formed is K2MnO4. I think this is one of the question is not given completely. Reaction intermediate is formed. So during the preparation of KMnO4 from MnO2, the compound formed is that K2MnO4. Okay, now the continuation by physics faculties, Mohit sir and Ashit sir. Please join, sir.
Am I audible? Yeah, आवाज आ रही है.
Okay, hello everyone. Yeah. Okay.
So before we continue with anything, I hope all of us have went through already, like many of the people who are having exams on 28th and 29th, they are going through this solution sessions and they are trying to analyze that what type of questions are coming. One thing that I will like to highlight here is, we have observed this many times till now, that the type of question we were seeing in the shift 1 of 22nd January, we saw analogous type of question coming in shift 2, somewhat the same type of question in shift 3, 4 and today also. Mostly the questions are coming between easy, right?
Actually, what we have observed, like JEE is asking in each and every session, the similar problems are there, right? Like if they are asking from the lens, I mean, if we are coming into the optics, they are asking the problems related to lens only, right? So if we are just moving in modern or somewhere else, then it's the same thing they are repeating again and again. Only few questions we can say it's a little bit here and there, right? But maximums are similar problems coming in each and every session, right? Okay. So now if we are in general talking about how we did.
As Ashit sir was saying, I will just add one thing, Ashit sir. Yeah. I think if we can just try to observe all the questions that we have seen till now, we can try to have a set of formulas which is coming very oftenly.
And the number of formula is also very less. It's not like much more number of formula they are using, right? Very few.
So I mean, if we want to highlight, today also we'll try to conclude what are the important formulas. Yesterday also we concluded the set of formulas, right?
If you will see the formulas like what we did yesterday, either you can see Mohi sir has covered the all 2 sessions as well, right? So in that one you can observe what he has point out, like yeah, these are the important concepts we have, these are the important formulas we have, that JEE may ask the problem on that, right? So probably JEE has asked the 99% problem based on that, right? So if you are observing these sessions, right? Like the previous year, previous questions we have taken, previous session we have taken. So we are damn sure that you can score above 95, right? In each subject we are telling you. If you are going through those formulas only, right? Right, boy, sir?
I will add a few important things before we start with today's session. First thing first, silvering of lens. One topic which we said yesterday that we have seen in almost all the 4 exams, like 22nd January first shift, second shift, 23rd January first shift, second shift, almost in second shift also. It was not exactly that question, but something like that. We are observing question based on silvering of lens today also. So we are seeing similar type of questions repeating again, number 1. So that one of the point that we can highlight for the people who still have the days to prepare, maybe the people having exams on 28th and 29th, they can do one other thing. Number 1, please try to accumulate all the formulas that we are getting from last 4 days. Chances are there that they will try to advent into new formulas. This is obviously probable. I mean, sir, I think the most important thing to highlight right now is, 1, please go through the short notes that you have made already in the class after lectures you have attended. See the type of PYQs which were there in 2024. We were expecting that questions will be coming little different, but still paper is coming easy, like today's shift also. There's 1 or 2 questions which is more calculative might be. So that the logic of getting 100 out of 100 is little bit has been stopped. But paper is more towards easy. It's not towards difficult or not towards more amount of in-depth knowledge requirement, right? It's more about if you know the formula, you know the surface concept, you can straight away go for it, right? What do you think, Ashish sir?
Yeah. Basically, if we are saying in general, you have seen like in our resonance sheet, we have given the things like Gyan Sutra, right? So if you once you will go through that, like what are the formulas we are pointed there. So we are damn sure every problem is coming on those formulas, right? So you can just read out who has the further exams, right, further session, just once go through that. And if general we are just telling you, whatever the revision sessions we have taken, right, like during the classes, our DPP, or we are saying the test we have taken during revisions, right? So in that one, we are saying all the problems are there from the DPP, what we have given to you, right? So if who has further exams, once they can go to not all the DPPs, but DPP 1 for each and every chapters, that you will have a proper view of that one, right?
Okay. So what Ashish sir covered, I'll try to just summarize it. Number 1, I think set of formulas that we have made till now, number 1, should be covered. Number 2, see the type of PYQs we have seen the last year. That will actually cover most of it. If you go topic wise, I have seen that what we have observed till now, that nuclear physics is not being asked so much. So there is chances that towards the 28 and 29 shift, they may ask questions on nuclear shift. Till now, we have seen more questions on atom or some question on photoelectric effect.
Maximum from hydrogen spectrum, especially, right? And some very few from the de Broglie wavelength. But for the further shift, we will just advise you to once go through that one as well, right? De Broglie wavelength, maybe they will ask.
So de Broglie wavelength pe we are having questions, we are getting questions still also, we are getting questions. Even in today's shift, we are having some question based on that. Optics is something to mark. Optics, right? Optics mein we are seeing almost 4 questions today. We were having 3 questions on re-optics, 1 on wave optics, which was never a trend. Optics was been asked more in advance, JEE Advanced. Like we have seen days or years where we had good number of optics questions, but in JEE Advanced, not in mains. Mains mein general trend was of getting 2 questions only, but we are getting almost 4. Whereas in modern physics, mein, I guess in last 2-3 days we are not seeing excess number of questions.
Like what we were expecting from that, like they will ask, right? And in general, if you are coming on optics, and from optics, you don't have to go through all the topics, right? They are only stick with the lens, silvering of lens, and basic mirror problems they are asking, right? And if we are coming into the wave optics, In wave optics only they are asking about the YDSC, right?
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, exactly. In ray optics, we are seeing questions based on splitting of lens, one. Number two, silvering of lens. Number three, combination of lens. Only these three types of questions been asked primarily in optics till now. Ray optics. In wave optics, as sir said, it's primarily based on YDSC. If we know the formula of fringe width, mostly question was been asked on fringe width, right, sir? Acha, Sushit sir, I will like to invite you also if you want to put your analysis on it.
Yeah,
So Sushit sir.
Hello students, so hope you are doing well. So sir, apart from that, like we are missing two more things. Like if you will see, there are questions coming from like variable force. Most of the time they are considering that thing also variable force F equal to x square plus 2 or something, and then find the work done or find the distance covered, like this they are asking. And apart from that, kinematics, when they are going, they are mostly asking one question from projectile. Either they are asking it directly or they are mixing with some other chapter, but they are giving the projectile thing also.
Maximum time they are asking from the horizontal projectile only.
Right. Till now they have not given a single inclined projectile. So from there we can get an idea, sir, I think, because few of the students are commenting also that, sir, tell some strategy for the next exam and all. So those who have upcoming exams, I think they should only go through the formulas you were saying, and not even a single question they should do in which they need some more seconds to do it. Okay, like if the questions are very easy, just do it and practice it, go through the formula based questions. Apart from that, if there is any tough question, they should not go, right, sir?
In general, if we are observing the things, it's only, we can say, once you will grow on a surface level only, right? It's not like if you are going on deep level. Sometimes we have observed, like in today's session, if we are observing, one problem is there from the circular motion, right? They have asked what is the maximum speed on the turning, right? So I mean, this problem is, we can say, if you didn't remember the formula, so it's little bit calculative for you, right? But if you once go through the formula, then in general we are telling you like how to remember when it will be maximum, when it will be minimum, such type of things we did, right? Okay, Mohit sir.
Okay, so there is a question being asked by one of the student that, sir, give some strategy for April attempt. April attempt, I will, for people who have already written the test of mains, like of the January attempt, generally last year also, what do you think, sir? Last year also, January attempt comparatively is less competitive, but the paper standard is almost the same, right? So the paper standard we don't expect will be changing too much, but still, as we say, lecture notes, short notes, whatever the short notes, the formula you have made, and do more of PYQs from last 2, 3 or at max 4 years, that might cover. Maybe last 3 years will be enough. We are having so many shifts, there are so many questions. And I guess if you can, we'll try to put that formula set also by the end of all the sessions, that what are the important formulas of 2024 January shifts required for physics. We'll try to let all that be there. But from my side, I think going through formula set for the remaining days and doing straight formula based question can let you solve at least 20 questions easily. There will be, might be 1 or 2 lengthy questions. We have to understand that what to avoid, what not to take. But if the target is to get around 230 to 40, if somebody is focusing for full, obviously there is no other way else than practicing everything that you have in your practice, right? Sister, you want to add something?
So if someone is like preparing for this exam, they should concentrate on this exam only, because like some of you are asking that April attempt, what should we do and that. First thing that as sir said, competition, it will not increase by 1-2% or 5%, it will increase at least by 20 to 30%, because all the students who are repeaters students, they will be completely in competition with you, first thing. Second thing, there are lots of places in India where the teachers are not able to complete the syllabus by the first attempt. They will also complete the syllabus, and those students will also be in competition. So the thing is that you have to be prepared for that thing. Apart from that, nothing new, nothing else, because the questions will be almost of same level. Okay, as we are expecting, and just you have to do the things. For example, from day 1 when you started your classes, all the teacher kept on telling you that, okay, just make a short notes, just have a good command on a one notebook only, one book only. But till now, we have not a command of a proper command of one complete notebook. That is the problem with us. So if we really want to crack the mains in the at least April mains, then you should be targeting only formula based questions and just PYQ of last 1-2 year will be sufficient, because there are lots of questions in that one. Okay.
Yeah. If we are saying, if you have evaluated yourself, like suppose you are observing like you are getting less marks and you want to some strategy for the April attempt, so we basically advise you, like if you have prepared the short note, it's very good. But if you haven't prepared the short notes, then once just prepare short notes. We have that much time, right? So just prepare a short notes, and just one thing you have to do, write all the formulas and just take a one example beside the formula based upon that, right? Suppose if one problem just along with the formula, suppose we are saying like we have a formula of de Broglie wavelength lambda equals to h by p, right? So in that one, just beside to that one, add one problem on this, right? Okay. Yeah, Mohit sir.
So I will just try to speak out few of the important things and few of the non-important things. I think units and dimension has been one of the most important topic till now. So we need to focus that. It's a very easy to go topic. Next, errors. Errors we are finding question repeatedly in every shift. So basic relative error based question. Next, rectilinear motion pe we have a chance of getting question straight either based on graph, right? Or maybe at max some basic variable calculus based question. Next, coming to projectile motion, we are getting ground to ground projectile motion question mostly. We can avoid relative motion. Question on relative motion was I haven't seen till now. As per students' report, we haven't seen any question on relative motion till now. So relative motion could be avoided. Oblique projectile motion could be avoided. Inclined projectile motion could be avoided. Obviously, we avoid generally. NLM, laws of motion, we haven't seen as such many questions till now. There are very simple, straight, basics questions. We have seen work per energy pe some basic question based on integration of f dot ds or maybe at max f dot s. On circular motion, we have seen very straight question on vertical circular motion or horizontal circular motion, basic question. And we are seeing questions based on energy conservation, right? RBD, we are seeing mostly question on rolling or moment of inertia. So primarily moment of inertia and rolling based one formula equals to g sin theta 1 plus I by mr square. That question we are seeing mostly. SChem pe we are seeing some straight question. Today also we have found one question. We'll be discussing that in the solution in a while. Fluid mechanics mein we have seen questions on equation of continuity and Bernoulli's. Similarly, properties of matter pe we have seen viscosity dependent, how viscosity depends on temperature, and how this surface tension and all depends on impurities. So all these are there from the first years. We'll discuss more about the remaining topics after a while when we'll complete the whole solution, right? So let's continue with our paper discussion of today's shift of, right, shift 1, 24 January. Let's start. Take it? Okay. So let's continue with that. So I'll start. Thank you, sir. We'll start with it. So let's start with question number 1 for the day. Let's start with question number 1 for the day, right? Okay, so, right. So there was question number 1 as per memory-based question. These are obviously. So there might be that we can understand what are the formula important. What is relative shift of focal length of a lens when optical power is increased from 0.1? What is the meaning of 0.1? What is the meaning of 0.1? 0.1 diopter means focal length is equals to 10 centimeter. I hope we know that power is equals to 1 by f. That will be in meters, so meter to centimeter, we'll convert it like this, okay? Okay? What is, no. So this is F1. F2 will be 1 by 2.5, which will be coming out to be 0.4 centimeter, right? So what is relative, F relative? So this will be F1 minus F2 by F1 is equals to 10 minus 0.4, which is 9.6. 10 minus 0.4 equals to 9.6 by 10, which could be written as 96 by 100, which will be written as 24 by 25, right? 24 by 25 is the answer of the question number 1. Let's go for the question number 2. The electric flux through the shaded area of the square plate of side A due to point charge placed at a distance of A by 2. It's a very simple straight question which we have done in the class many times. The basic way to do this is you'll try to complete this cube. This is one plate given, right? Try to complete the cube. Try to complete the cube. The diagram is a little ugly, please avoid it. So we need to understand that the charge is at the center, right? Charge is at the center. So flux through each face for this problem will be q by 6 epsilon, right? Flux through each face is what? Q by 6 epsilon. Let's find out what is the area, this area. Thoda weird sa, let's try to draw this here. Let's try to draw this here. This is the shaded area, right? So this is like half, if this whole area is A, then this is what? A by 2. And what is this area? A by 8. Okay? So let's check. This whole is A, half of it is A by 2. So this whole half is also A by 2, right? 1/4. This is 1/4. So this is like A by 4. Half of A by 4 is A by 8. Total area will be what? A by 2 plus A by 8, which will turn out to be 8, 4 plus 1, 5, A by 8. So this shaded area is what? 5 by 8 times. Flux through each face is Q by 6. So the flux through this shaded area will be 5 by 8 times of this Q by 6, which will come out, turns out to be 5 by 48 Q by epsilon naught. So what is the question? N Q by 48. So we know Q by 48 is here. So the remaining one is 5. So N will be equals to 5. That's the question number 2, right? Basics of Gauss law. In a square loop of side length 1 by root 2 meter, a current of 5 ampere is flowing. So there is a square loop. Square loop. Let's draw the square loop. The current flowing here is 5 ampere. This distance is, each side is 1 by root 2. So let's draw it once. We want to find magnetic field at the center. So we are seeing that we have got questions based on Biot-Savart's law on every shift. This is also one of the application of Biot-Savart's law. We have got on long current carrying wire. This is a finite current carrying wire, right? We can have 4 finite current carrying wires. So this is like this. 45 degree, right? What is this length? What is this length equals to? 1 by, this whole length is 1 by root 2. So 1 by 2 root 2 is the distance of this point. So let's find out the magnetic field because of one current carrying wire, and let's do it 4 times. So B net will be 4 times of magnetic field to one wire. What is it? Mu naught I by 4 pi d sine theta 1 plus sine theta 2. What is it? Sine 45 plus sine 45. I hope we understand why sine 45. This whole is 90, no? Right? This whole is 90. So 45, 45. So we can solve it 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2. Mu naught by 4 pi is 10 to the power minus 7. D is 1 by 2 root 2. I is 5. So let's do it. That will be like 4 into 10 to the power minus 7. Value of mu naught by 4 pi is 10 to the power minus 7. I is equals to 5. 1 by 2 root 2 into 2 by root 2. This root 2 cancel. This will be 5 4s 20, 20 into 4, 80, 80 10 to the power minus 7 Tesla could be written as 800 10 to the power minus 6 Tesla. Why I wrote this? Because I checked the question was given in micro Tesla. Options are not given. Might be option, if it's given like this, that will be the answer. So basically this formula need to be identified, right? Mu naught I by 4 pi d sine theta 1 plus sine theta 2. For a long current carrying wire, the formula is mu naught I by 2 pi d. Right? Based on that, we found question yesterday. A body projected with initial velocity v naught at 45 degree angle in xy plane, angular momentum at highest point v naught 45 degree. Okay. We want to find angular momentum. So it's a basic mix of projectile motion with concept of RBD. Basic concept of RBD. So at the highest most point, what is the velocity? V naught cos 45 degree. What is it? V naught by root 2. What is this height? H max. I hope we know the formula for angular momentum. L is equals to R cross P. We can write this also as R perpendicular into P, which is like M, this V, which is V naught by root 2. And what is the R perpendicular? This height. So this height is H max. This height is H max. So by H max ka, let's write the formula. What is the formula for H max? U square sine square theta by 2g, right? U square sine square theta by 2g. Yes or no? Right? So let's solve it. Sine square 45 is 1 by 2. 1 by root 2 square is 1 by 2. So this will be, I don't know why they didn't give the value of m. Might be data is this. So the point is we need to identify what type of questions are coming and what type of formula is being used from this session, right? So m v naught cube 2 So 4 root 2 G. That is the value of L. Right? L equals to m e naught cube by 4 root 2 G. Yes or no? I hope this one is okay, right? This is a very straight simple. So let's not identify what is the answer. Let's identify what is the type of formulas, what are the types of question being used here, right? And this, at this point of time, I'll invite Ashish sir to continue with further paper solution discussion. Ashish sir, please.
Yeah, sure. Okay, everyone, let's see here. For this problem, we are coming aware of resistance. Aware of resistance 9 ohm is bent into form of equilateral triangle, right? Then okay, they are asking equivalent resistance between any 2 points of its vertex, right? So let's draw a triangle over here, right? So what's the side is here? It's 3, right? So you can simply just divide it like there is a resistance is directly proportional to length. So you can say this is 3 ohm is here, this is 3 ohm is here, this is 3 ohm is here, right? So you can take any 2 vertex whatever you want, like we are taking this one. This is A and B, right? If this is A and B, you can say this 3 and 3 is what? 6, because this is in series combination. So it's a 6 ohm is here, this is 3 ohm, so 6 and 3 are in parallel. So you can say simply the R equivalent is equals to 2 ohm, right? 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3, right? Okay. Now let's move on the next one we have. Let's see here. A big spherical drop break down to 27 drops. The work done to break is 10 joule. Okay, so work done in breaking of this one is 10 joule, and the same drop is break into 64 droplet of the same radius. Okay, so they are saying find the work done in this case. If they are saying it's the same drop, so can we say the surface tension will be same, right? So what's the formula for the work done we have? We all know the work done is equals to tension into change in the area, right? So they are saying we have a bigger drop, and let's say the radius of this one is R, and now we are just changing it into 27 small drops over here. Let's say radius of this one is what? Smaller, right? So if you can see over here, can we equate their volume? So this is 4 by 3 pi capital R cube into 27 into 4 by 3 pi small r cube, right? So from here you can see R is equals to, right? Okay, you can see from here R is equals to capital R by 3, right? So this is the value of R we have. Now what's this work done in this case? What is the work done? It's a tension into, what is the change in surface area? 4 pi capital R square minus, this is 4 pi small r square. You can just put the value over here. They have given this is equals to what? 10 joule, right? So similarly, if we are taking the other one over here, so if we are breaking it into 64 drops, right? So you can just imagine if we are breaking 64 drops, then what is the radius for this one? The radius for this one will comes as R by 4, right? If radius for this one is R by 4, so W2 equals to T into this is 4 pi R square minus, you can find the value of this one 4 pi R by 4 square, right? So this is the W2 over here. Now you can just see this value is given 10 joule over here. So from here you can calculate the value of 4 pi R square into T, and this is 10. So you can just put the value over here. Then you can calculate the value of W2 over here, right? Now let's, it's approx 15 joule, I think, right? Okay. Now let's move on the next one. Okay, let's see, this problem is given. An alternating current is given by I equals to I1 cos omega t and I2 sin omega t. The RMS value of the current is given. What is the RMS value of the current? The RMS value of the current, as we all know, the R RMS in this case, it's a sinusoidal function we have. So can we say it's a I naught by root 2 over here, right? So you can simply just convert this cos into sine. So you can use the phasor over here, like this is I2 we have and this is I1 we have. So you can find its peak value, right? So this is root over I1 square plus this is what? I2 square. So what's the I RMS? We have this by root 2. So you can just write it. Yeah, okay, so I think now I am audible, right? So due to, yeah, okay. So I hope now I am audible, right? There was some technical issue, that's why we lost the sound, right? Okay, okay, now let's see here. Okay, this is the problem we have. We have two satellites in different radius r, and another is radius 1.03 r, right? So in this one, what we have to do, we have to find out the approximate. Okay, so they are saying time period, percentage we have to explain about time period, right? So how we'll do it, let's see here. So we all know t square is proportional to r cube, right? So you can just observe to this one, this is r and this is 1.03 r, right? So there is not much more gap in this, right? So we can just apply the basic concept of error that we can solve it, right? So in this one you can just solve here, it's 2 delta t by t is equals to 3 into this is what? Delta r by this is what? R, okay? So they are asking percentage in this one change in this delta t, so we can just write it delta t by t into this is what? 100 is equals to, this is 3 by 2 into, this is delta r by r into this is what? 100, right? So you can see this delta r by r. So what is the delta r is here? You can just see delta r is equals to 0.03 over here, right? So this is 0.03 over here and initial is r. It's a capital R is here. Okay, don't worry. We'll put it here. This is capital R over here. So you can just put it, the result over here. It's 3 by 2 into, what is this delta R? It's a 0.03 into this is what? 100. When you put this one over here, so R will be cancelled out with the R, right? So you can see in this one, what's the result we have? So this is 100. It's a 3 into 3 is 9. 9 by 2 is what? 4.5% result we have, right? So option is given in this one. We have available option is 2, so option is 4.5, right? Okay. Okay, so now for the next discussion, I will invite to Sisir sir. He will take further, right? Okay.
Okay, so this is again the same topic what we are seeing from the last two papers. Like here it is from atomic structure, what we have learned in chemistry also as well as physics also. Like electron is jumping from a state quantum number A to C and releases a photon of 2000 wavelength. Okay, and B to C and releases the wavelength of this one. Now here there is a trick, like for example A to C. So generally what we take that, okay, this is any orbit, like for example this is A and A to C it is jumping. Okay, if we are taking this thing and B to C, so generally we have a mentality that okay, A after that B, C. So this was not a very easy question, it was a confusing, because here generally student will take it like B to C, right? But if you'll check the data, wavelength is 2000 angstrom if it is jumping from A to C, and 6000 angstrom if it is jumping from B to C. So we know that if the gap is small, then energy will be higher or wavelength will be, energy will be smaller and wavelength will be higher. So over here, like we have to find the wavelength in the transition from A to B, right? So we have to find the transition wavelength from A to B. So here HC means energy of this to this is equal to energy of this minus this one, right? We'll subtract. So HC upon lambda from here to here is 2000 should be equal to HC upon lambda 1, that is 6000 plus HC upon lambda 2, that is what they have asked from A to B, this one. Okay. So from here HC is getting cancelled. So 1 upon lambda is equal to 1 upon 2000 minus 1 upon 6000, which is giving us 6000, and here 3 minus 1, that is 2. So lambda is equal to 3000. So 3000 angstrom is the correct answer. Okay. Moving to the next question. Okay. An ideal gas, monoatomic gas is there. This is the important thing. Undergoing on an isobaric process, the ratio of delta Q to the delta U. So we know that for isobaric process, value of delta Q is equal to NCV delta T, right? While for any type of process, delta U has the universal formula, delta U is equal to this is isobaric, so Cp delta T, isobaric process Cp delta T, and here for this is universal formula Cv delta T, right? So from here, this is getting cancelled. Isobaric means pressure is constant, so Ncp delta T. So Cp upon Cv, and Cp upon Cv for monoatomic gas will be 5 upon 3, right? So if you remember the data, you can give the answer easily. Okay? So it was just a formula based question. Just if you remember the value, you can do it. Okay, sir. Next question is, like an electron of mass m enters a region of uniform electric field electric field E given by E equal to minus E naught k cap with an initial velocity V equal to V naught. Here some data is missing, but still we took this question because the direction is not given, but still we have the idea that okay, what will be the format of the question over here. So they are asking that if the de Broglie wavelength initially of this electron which is moving with velocity V naught is lambda naught, then the de Broglie wavelength at any time t will be. Okay. So generally in these cases, they throw the particle, like for example, this is the direction of electric field generally. Then according to the option we can guess here. Obviously in the main exam paper it will not be missing, but here as it is missing, we can guess from the options that definitely they have projected the particle in the perpendicular direction, right? So from here, like first thing, that lambda is equal to h by m v naught. Okay, this is the first thing which is given. Now from here, in this direction, the force on it will be q e naught upon m. Force is q e naught by mass will give you acceleration. So in this direction it has acceleration. So after t time, as acceleration is q is actually electron e naught upon m, so v equal to v in the perpendicular direction will be, like this is v naught, and v in the perpendicular direction will be u plus at. So in the perpendicular direction, obviously here u is 0, so a, that is e naught upon m into t. So from here the final velocity is given by v equal to under root v naught square plus v perpendicular square, that is under root v naught square plus e square, e naught square, t square upon m square. If I am taking v naught common, then I am getting v equal to v naught into under root, then 1 plus e square, e naught square, t square upon m square, and de Broglie wavelength lambda equal to h by mv. So when we are putting this over here, so we are getting h upon m v naught into under root 1 plus e square, e naught square, t square upon m square, and this is lambda naught as we wrote in the beginning. So lambda naught. So this question was bit lengthy, but still it was just a basic concept based questions. But obviously with respect to other questions we can say that it was bit lengthy question. Okay. So here the value what is coming is lambda naught by, okay, so this is the lambda naught by, this one is the correct value, lambda naught upon this thing. Okay. So now like Mohit sir will be just explaining few things about the recap of these things. Okay.
Okay, so I hope we can recall back what are the important formulas we did. I hope we have realized that it's simple straight away de Broglie's application. A little bit maybe here V naught will be the V naught square. Yeah. It should be an I cap here, I guess, but yeah, right. So coming back, so we have realized some basic application of thermo D here, a basic application of atom-based question which we are seeing again and again. We have seen some questions based on errors, as it's again application of error. Here we again observe AC-based applications. This was the application of surface tension, where solving this you will get that T into 4 pi r square will be equals to 5 joules. So we need to understand that how this formula is important for us. So the conclusion will be to know this formula, that T into change in area is the amount of maybe the amount of extra work done or the energy of the been provided from external. The more the area will increase, the more surface area will be there, the more surface energy will be required. That will be provided by us, right? Going forward, so we did this question based on simplification circuit. So every time in current, we are seeing question based on simplification circuits in the last 4 exams, and today also we are seeing question based on that only primarily, right? Or maybe question based on simple CR circuit at steady state or at T0. We are seeing question based on LR circuit at T0 or at T infinity. So we are seeing only these simple state formula based questions, right? Okay, so these are the basic things which we have discussed. About this more, Nitin sir will be coming up next to give a complete analysis of today's 24th January morning shift paper. So I'll invite Nitin sir to continue with it further. Nitin sir, please come. Please come, sir.
Well, all right. So now we are going to analyze today's physics paper that is held on 24th of January in the morning shift. So there were few surprising elements in this paper. So number one surprising element was, if you compare this paper from the past 4 papers, because this is the 5th paper in this current session. So if you compare this with the past 4 papers, this paper is going to be slightly difficult. So we are going to look at the data over here. So the first important data that we will discuss about its difficulty level, and you will see that the total number of difficult and medium together is going to be 10. Now if you compare it with the previous 4 papers, so combined difficult and medium were not exceeding 4 to 5 questions. Now here, medium level plus difficult level problems, total it's becoming 10 questions. So definitely the cutoff for this paper, especially in physics, is going to be a little bit higher. And total easy questions 10, because we got information about only 20 questions. So based on whatever feedback that we have received so far, so out of these 20 questions, 10 easy, 8 medium level and 2 difficulty. Now we are going to analyze chapter wise difficulty level of the questions and the kind of questions that they were asked. So now first we are going to start with the work power energy. Oh, that means that before work power of energy, we did not get any question. That's true. That means one of the surprising element in this paper was that no question were asked from units and dimension, no question was asked from errors in measurements. So consistently we were getting questions from units and dimensions, errors in measurements. However, in this paper, no question from units and dimensions and errors in measurements as far as these 20 questions are concerned. And if you look at the projectile motion, we got 1 question from projectile motion. However, that question was clubbed with the concept of rigid body dynamics. We will see it, that what kind of question that we got over there. So, so from work power energy, we got a very basic question. A force equation in X was given, and we just have to calculate what is the work done. So that was an easy question. Let's talk about circular motion. The next question that we got was from circular motion. It was of the medium category. Why it was from the medium category? Because little bit of skills were required in order to solve that problem of circular motion. Now let's talk about the next question that we got. We got two questions from rigid body dynamics. And what were those? One question was related to the projectile motion. A particle was projected up in the air. It was a ground level projectile. And at the topmost point, we have to find out what is the angular momentum of the particle about the point of projection. So that problem, you can call it of the medium level. And the second problem was of pure rolling. So a spherical object was rolling down the plane, and we have to figure out what is the acceleration of that body. So again, we can categorize it into the medium category. Now the next problem belonged to gravitation, and this problem was easy. And this problem was actually related to the change in time period of a satellite if you change the orbital radius by a very small amount. So we already know the relation between time period and the orbital radius. So we have to do a little bit of math over there to figure out what is the change in time period. And the next problem that we got was from simple harmonic motion. It was of medium level, and what was there in that particular problem. So you have to figure out what is the ratio of displacement to distance in 1.2 seconds, and the time period of that SHM was given as 2 seconds. So definitely that was slightly difficult, I would say, if you don't know the concepts over there. So this was of the medium category. And then we got one problem from mechanical properties of matter. To be more specific, we got a problem from surface tension. However, it was a standard problem, but little bit of complexity was involved into it. There was a single drop, and you have to convert that single drop into many droplets. And it was given that when you convert that single drop into 27 droplets, the amount of work done was given. And now what amount of work is required to be done to convert that single drop into 64 droplets. So definitely little bit calculation is going to be there in that problem, and that's why we have categorized it into difficult level. Now we got two questions from KDG and thermodynamics, and both of these problems were of the easy category. So one problem was related to the isobaric process, and another problem was related to isochoric process. So in isobaric process, what is the ratio of delta Q to delta U? Like that, we got one problem. And another problem, basically we have to identify which process is that. Pressure was given directly proportional to temperature, so definitely it was an isochoric process. Now the next problem that we got was from electrostatics. Only one problem we got from electrostatics, and that was of the medium category. And then the next problem that we got was from current electricity. It was very easy because it was related to combination of resistance, very elementary problem. Even a 10th class student will be able to solve that problem. So we categorized it into easy category. And then we got from capacitors two problems, and both of these problems were of the easy category. So in one of the problem, the dimensions of the capacitors were given, and we just have to figure out how much is the energy stored into it. Few other quantities were also given. And in another problem of it, dimensions were given. Basically, we have to change the capacitance. We just need to apply the knowledge that C is equal to epsilon naught A by D in that particular problem. So these two problems from capacitors were of the easy category, and you might have noticed that we have been consistently getting problems from capacitors. So in all the papers so far, at least one problem was there from capacitor, and therefore the capacitor became much more important. And in fact, the problems were connected with these two topics together. Now we got one problem from magnetic effects of current, and this problem was easy problem. We just have to figure out the magnetic field at the center of a square current carrying loop. So that is quite easy. We just have to apply standard formula, and that's it. Now the next question that we got was from alternating current, and we categorized it into medium category. Although it was an easy problem only, but you just need to have a little bit of mathematical knowledge in that. There is a current equation which was a superposition of two sinusoidal currents, and you have to figure out what is the RMS value of the current in that situation. And then we got again ray optics. Consistently we are getting problem from ray optics. We got two problems from ray optics, and one of them was easy and the other one was of the medium category. Now, both of these problems belong to lengths. In one of the problem, you have to figure out what is the change in the focal length, and they have given you the change in the power of the length. So simply the relation f is equal to 1 by p is going to be used in that case. And in the second problem, it was simply related to the lens maker formula. So you know all the dimensions of a lens, and you know the focal length also, and now if you change the dimension and also the surrounding medium, what will be the focal length? So that kind of situation was there. And we got one problem from wave optics, and that was of the medium category. And then we got two problems from atomic physics. One of the problem was medium, and another problem was of the difficult category. So in one of the problem, they asked what is, it was related to the Bohr's model. And another problem, we categorized it into difficult because little bit of efforts is going to be required in that. So this is the overall analysis of the physics paper, and as I said earlier, this paper is difficult as compared to the past 4 papers. However, overall if you want to rate it, then overall we can say that this paper was at the moderate level, not too easy, not too difficult, but definitely if you look at the patterns so far, comparing with them, it's certainly at the moderate or difficult side, we can say. So that's all as far as the analysis of physics paper is concerned. I'll ask Bharat sir to continue this session for maths. Thank you so much.
So thank you, sir. Let us move on the new questions related to the math. Okay. So moving on to the next question, which is nothing but the two persons A and B throw a pair of dice alternately. For A to win, he should throw sum of 5 before B throws as a sum of 8. So basically it is nothing but the pair of dice we have to throw. We have to throw a pair of dice. After A, B will throw. A should have to get a sum of 5, right? So what is the probability of getting the sum as 5 in a pair of dice? Either first number should be 1, second number should be 4. Either one of the number is 2, second number is 3. Either one of the number is 3, second number is 2, as well as 4 and 1. Similarly, what is the probability of B getting the summation as 8? So I can say either in the first die he can throw a 2, second will be nothing but the 6 in the pair of dice, 3, 5, as well as 4, 4, 5, 3, and last one is nothing but 6, 2. So I can see in a person A, we have 4 elements. So what is the probability? Probability is nothing but 4 by 6 into 6, because we have pair of dice, I can say 36. Probability of winning A is nothing but 4 by 36. What is the probability of winning the B? Which is nothing but 5 element we have, so 5 by 36. Okay, we find individual probability of the persons to win the game. Now what they say is, A throw first, the probability of A should have to be win. So I will assume this is nothing but the event. What is event? Event is nothing but A should have to win. So maybe it is a possibility that A will win in the first throw. Maybe in the first throw A will not win. Second throw B will also not win. Then again A will win. This is one of the possibility that in the third chance A will win, right? This is one more possibility that A will not win in the first row, B will not win, again A will not win, B will not win, then A will win. So the process will go till infinity. Whenever A will win before B, that will be our probability, right? So I can say this is nothing but the probability of event. Can I say it is nothing but the GP? What is common ratio? Common ratio is nothing but first term is A, 1 minus common ratio is neither A will win, neither B will win. I will use all the probability. Probability of A, which is nothing but 4 by 36. A will not win. So what is the probability? 1 minus 4 by 36, that is nothing but 32 by 36. Probability of winning not B, 1 minus 5 by 36, that is nothing but 31 by 36. Take the LCM. On taking the LCM, 36, 1 cancel out. I got 4 into 36, then 36 into 36, minus 32 into 31. We can take 4 common, right? It will cancel out. 4 into 9 upon 9 into 36 minus 8 into 31, which is nothing but 36 upon 324 minus 248. That is going to be your 36 upon 676. Is there any option which is related to this? We can further simplify also. Divide by 4. So 9 by 19. Any option related to 9 by 19? I can say second option is correct, right? So 2 persons, A and B, throw a pair of dice. What is the probability of winning the A before B? That is nothing but 9 by 36. This is a very famous question. I hope every student solve this particular question. Moving on the next question, which is nothing based on variance, right? I have to find the new variance. How to find the new variance? What are the informations given? For distribution of 10 observation, it means the number of element is nothing but 10. Summation of all the element is nothing but 55. Summation of the square is nothing but 328. If the observations of 4 and 5 are replaced by 6 and 8, observation 4 and 5 is replaced by 6 and 8, respectively, what is the new variance? Of course, if the observations are going to be increased, the variance will be changed, right? So how to find? What I will do, I will find the summation of new observation. What is summation of the old observation? 44. On 44, I will remove 4 and 5. Because these terms I have to replace with 6 and 8. I will simplify this. So what I will get? 2, 3, 5, I will get 60. 60 is nothing but your new mean. Similarly, I will find summation of all the elements whole square, which is nothing but the new. The old one is given also, 328 minus the square of the element. What is square of 4? That I will write 4 square minus 5 square plus 6 square plus 8 square. So the value is nothing but minus 16 minus 25 plus 36 plus 64. That will be 20. And that is going to be your 39. Right. If I add all of them, I will get 9 plus 8, 7. 4 plus 2, 6, 8. 370, 387. That is nothing but the new mean. Now, I have to find the new variance. What is the formula of new variance? Summation of old variance whole square upon number of element minus mean square. Summation of new number is nothing but 387 divided by 10 minus what is the new mean? If summation of all the number is 60, new mean is nothing but 60 by 10, which is nothing but 6. So 6 square, which is going to be 36. Take the LCM. LCM is nothing but 10, so 360. 387 minus 360 will be nothing but 27 by 10. Answer is going to be 2.7. Is there any option related to 2.7? The second option is correct. A very simple question where the few observation is replaced with the another values. What should be the new mean? What should be the new variance as well as the standard deviation? So I can consider this is a going to be a very easy question, right? Moving further in the next question. The next question is based on linear differential equation, which is the part of the differential equation. So very simple problem it also. It is nothing but the format of dy by dx plus p of x into y equal to q of x. The value of q of x is nothing but this one. The value of p of x is nothing but this one. So I have to find the integrating factor, then I have to apply the formula, right? Can you tell me what is integrating factor formula? E to power of integration of px dx, right? Which is going to be x upon 1 plus x square dx. Did you observe anything in this particular integration? What is your observation? I will multiply 2 here and I will divide by 2. So this will be nothing but the pattern of f dash x upon fx, right? What is formula? ln fx. So I can say this is going to be e to power of 1 by 2 ln 1 plus x square modulus. Modulus is always positive, so ln inside is positive, we can remove the modulus. That 1 by 2 will go there, so answer is nothing but root of 1 plus x square. What is going to be the formula? Formula is nothing but y into integrating factor, which is nothing but root of 1 plus x square equal to integration of qx. Qx is nothing but root x upon 1 plus x square into integrating factor, which is nothing but 1 plus x square dx plus c. That term you cancel out. Root x integration. What is the root x integration? X to the power of 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 plus c. Few more informations are given that it passes through the origin. 0, 0 it satisfies, so x equal to 0, y is also 0. What is the answer I will get? It will be 0, it will be 0, c I got as 0. If c is 0, I have to find what should be the value of y at x equal to 1. Put x equal to 1. Y into root 2 equal to 1, this will be 2 by 3 plus 0. So from here directly we can say root 2 cancel out, root 2 by 3 is going to be the answer. So which option is correct? I can say third option is going to be correct for this particular question. A very simple question based on the linear differential equation in the differential equation. Moving on the next question, it is based on nothing but the PNC, a number system. The number of the 3-digit number which are divisible by 2 and 3. Number is divisible by 2 and 3, not 2 or 3. 2 and 3 means number should be divisible by 6, right or not? But not divisible by 4 and 9. Number should not be divisible by 4 and 9. It means number should not be divisible by 36. It should not be the multiple of 36, but it should be a multiple of 6. How to solve? What they ask, 3-digit numbers. From where the 3-digit numbers start? From 100 to 999, right? How many numbers we have? We have 900 numbers. I can say 6 is not the multiple of 100, neither the multiple of 999 as well as 36 also. So we can easily solve this particular question. I have to find the total number. Total number, can I say that? Number divisible by 6 minus eliminate those number which is not divisible by 36. The number which are divisible by 6 but not divisible by 36. How many numbers are divisible by 6? 900 numbers are there, divisible by 6, 900 by 6. Either we can solve by AP also, we can find the number of terms also. Number which is not divisible by 36. The number which is divisible by 36 is nothing but 900 by 36. So divide 15. Here I will get 25, right? Answer is going to be 125. So 125 are those 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 6 but not divisible by 36. So a very simple problem based on the permutation and combination. If you practice a little bit permutation and combination, you can easily solve this particular question, right? So moving on the next question. Okay, this can be a good question for you. The question is mentioned that S is the set of 10 distinct prime numbers. You don't have to write the prime numbers here. A be the set of product of 2 or more elements. So there is a set which contains 2 or more the numbers from the prime number itself. That is A. P is again a set. X belongs to set A, means X is nothing but the prime number. Y is nothing but coming from the set A. So Y is coming from the set A. Y is divided by X. So Y is divided by X. It is given. Number of, okay. So what they ask, how many elements in the set P which satisfied this condition? What is condition? Y is divided by X. So what I can do? In how many ways we can select X? X we can select, total are 10 distinct numbers, right? So there will be 10 numbers for the X. So there will be 10 cases. X can be, I will write the few prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. So let us take the case 1. When X will be 2, what is the possibility of Y? Y must be a multiple of 2. So possibility of Y should be, I can say, Y must contain 2. Maybe Y will contain 3 or not, it depends. Maybe Y will contain 5 or not, it depends. Maybe 7 will contain or not, it depends on the value of Y. But Y must contain 2. So what is the possibility of alpha? Alpha can be either 0, either 1. It means either 3 will be there, either 3 will be not there. So 2 possibility for each element. How many elements we have? Total are 10, 2 is removed, so 9 elements are left, right? In 9 elements, every element have 2 possibilities. So how many possibilities? 2 ways, 2 ways, 2 ways, 2 ways, 2 ways. Don't you think in this particular cases where you are multiplying 2 into 2, what is 2? 2 is nothing but either 3 will come, either 3 will not come. If 3 will come or 3 will not come, suppose that there is one scenario in which all the numbers are not coming. If all the numbers are not coming, what should be the value of Y? Y should be 2, because all the going values are nothing but the 1. If you notice in the question what they mention, A is the set of 2 or more elements. It means minimum 2 elements should be there. So this is not the correct one. You have to remove one element. Which one element? Where we are not taking any of the case. This is the possibility of Y. The possibility of X is nothing but the 10. So that is going to be the answer. This is nothing but the possibility of X. This is nothing but the possibility of Y. 10. Possibility of Y to the power 9 minus 1. To the power 9 is nothing but 5, 1, 2. Minus 1, which is going to be 5, 1, 1, 0. Check, is there any option related to 5, 1, 1, 0? I can say first option. So this is a good question where you have to think a little bit why we have to remove 1. We have to remove 1 because they mentioned there should be minimum 2 elements. Either 2, either more than 2 elements should be there, right? So moving on the next question, okay. Integration 0 to 1 x to the power of m minus 1, 1 minus x to the power n minus 1. I can solve this particular question by Wallis formula, right? I can put x equal to sin square theta. From there, I can use the Wallis formula. Or, this is nothing but also known as beta function. What is the formula for beta function? M comma n, integration is 0 to 1, x to the power of m minus 1, 1 minus x to the power of n minus 1 dx. After using the formula, Wallis formula, I will get a relation that is nothing but m minus 1 factorial n minus 1 factorial upon m plus n minus 1 factorial. So we can use this formula. The value of m and n are given as 9 and 14. So tell me, m will be 9, so what is going to be the answer? I of m comma 14, which is nothing but 9 minus 1 factorial 8, 14 minus 1 factorial 13 upon 9 plus 14, that is nothing but 23 minus 1, 22. This is nothing but your I of 9 comma 14. What is I of 10 comma 13? 10 minus 1, which is nothing but 9, 13 minus 1, which is nothing but the 12, 10 plus 13, that is 23 minus 1, 22. What they mention, add both of them. If I add both of them, what is the answer? I of 9 comma 14 plus I of 10 comma 13. Anything we can take common? Factorial 22 we can take common, right, from the denominator. The numerator I can take factorial 8 as well as factorial 12 common. What left? 13 plus here 9 left. What is 13 plus 9? That is 22. 22 again cancel out. Answer will be nothing but factorial 8 factorial 12 upon 11. 21 factorial, right? Which is nothing but I of 8. This is 9, 13, 9 comma 13. So check any option with I of 9 comma 13. I can say the third option is correct. So we can derive this formula with the help of Wallis formula. This is nothing but the also known as beta function. So I hope you already solved this type of questions in the classroom. So moving on to the next question. It is based on sequence and series. AP is given, right? Arithmetic progression. SN is given. I have to find, SN is given, I have to find this particular value also. First term is P of the AP, sum of first 6 terms, okay. So first I will simplify this particular value. Sn equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 and so on, up to n terms. Can you tell me what is any pattern here? Can I write 2 as 1 into 2, 6 as 2 into 3, 12 as 3 into 4? I got the pattern. So can you tell me the general term of this pattern up to n terms? It will be 1 upon n into n plus 1. So can we say that this is nothing but telescopic series? What is telescopic series? Where we can create the difference of 2 terms. So can I write this question as numerator 1 as 2 minus 1? If I write 2 minus 1, I can split. So Sn is nothing but 1 upon 1 by 1 minus 1 upon 2. Because 2 minus 1 is split. Can I write this one as 3 minus 2? Again split. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. What is last term? Last term is going to be 1 by n minus 1 upon n plus 1. Any term cancel out? I can say 1 by 2 cancel out, 1 by 3 cancel out, 1 by 4 with the next term, this with the previous term. So left portion is nothing but 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1, which is going to be n upon n plus 1. In the question, if you notice what they ask, S of 2025, I can put n equal to 2025. What is the answer I got? 2025 into 2026. I got the value of S. So can you tell me what is this value? The value they ask, under root of 2026. If I multiply, it will cancel out 2024 whole square. So which under root it is? I can say 45. This value is nothing but 45, right? Because 4 into 5 and 5 is square. Now again, I got this particular value. Again, read the question one more time. The sum of first 6 terms of the AP with the first term is equal to P. So what is summation formula? Summation formula is nothing but n by 2. 2 times of the first term, which is nothing but minus 2P, plus 6 minus 1, which is 5. Common difference is given as P in the question. The value is given as 45. So simplify this. After that, I will get the value of P. So I can say this will cancel out 3 into 3P. It's 45. That will be 9, 5. P will be 5. What they ask, the absolute difference between the 28 term and 50 term. So modulus of T20 minus T15. What is formula of T20? A plus 19D minus A minus plus 14D, right? A cancel out, 19D minus 5D, that will be 5D, and D is given as 5, right? D is nothing but the common difference, which is going to be 5. So answer is 5 into 5, which is nothing but 25. So this is based on telescopic series where we have to do the difference method, and normal AP question it is difference method, right? Moving on the next question, which is based on function. Of course, you will get this particular question in the resonance material, what they mention, this type of things. I have to just simplify this value, and after that I can use the limit, whatever the limit is given. First, we have to figure out what should be the value of fx. So how to find fx from here, where f of x plus 6f dash 1 by x is given? What I have to do, I have to replace x with 1 by x. If I replace x with 1 by x, I got this thing. Our target is to get f of x. It means I have to replace f of 1 by x. So what I will do, I will multiply 6 in the second equation, and I will subtract all of them. If I subtract, this term will cancel out, right? So what is going to be the answer? 6 into 6, 36. I will get minus 35 f of x is equal to, multiply 6 here also. So I can say 6 into 35 x by 3 with the minus sign plus 35 by 3 x. Again multiply 6, so 6, same quantity. So I can say, if I multiply, I will get 7 by 2 into 6 minus 7 by 2. Just simplify further, minus 35 f of x is equal to 35 common, I will get minus 2x plus 1 upon 3x plus 7 by 2 common, I will get 5, 6 minus 1, 5, 5, 35, 35 by 2. Any term cancel out? I can say 35, 35 cancel out, right? So I got f of x is nothing but multiply minus sign, so 2x minus 1 upon 3x minus half. What they ask in the question? They ask what should the value of this limit exists, what should be the value of beta and alpha, right? Alpha and beta. So I will solve the limit again. Limit is given, extending to 0, 1 upon alpha x plus f of x. I will put this value of f of x in the question itself. From there, I will get the value of limit. So let us put the value. What is fx? Fx is nothing but 2x minus 1 upon 3x minus half. So if I put x equal to 0, this is going to be 0. This is 1 by 0, this is 1 by 0. Of course, this terms is creating the problem because they mention limit should be finite. This term is creating the problem. So how to remove this particular term? I can say alpha is going to be 3. If alpha will be 3, the term will be eliminated itself. Now put x equal to 0. X equal to 0, I got the answer minus half, which is nothing but the value of beta. So I got the beta value, I got the alpha value. What they are asking, alpha minus 2 beta. Alpha I got as 3 minus 2 times of beta I got as minus half. So answer will be going to be 4. 3 plus 1, right? So it is based on the function as well as the limit question, where this is a very famous question where we can find this particular thing. From there I got fx, I have to put fx. Limit is very simple in this particular question. From there you will get the value of alpha and beta and you can get the answer, right? Okay, moving on the next question. What is the question? Find the product of the real roots of the equation. The equation is given. If I open the whole square, it will be 4 degree. Of course, it is going to be complicated. We don't have to open the whole square, right? So I can say it is the biquadratic equation, right? How many roots are there in biquadratic equation? There are 4 roots, right? but they are not talking about roots, they are talking about real roots. So how many real roots are possible? Maybe 4 real roots possible, maybe 2 real roots possible, maybe 0 real roots possible. So I have to just check how many real roots are possible. According to that, we can solve this particular question. So what I will do in this question, first I will multiply the term. If I multiply, I will get x square minus 9x plus 11 whole square minus x square minus 9x plus 20 equal to 2. That 2 will come here, so it is minus 20. 2 will come here, so it will become 22 or not? X square minus 9x plus 22. So to make it little bit simple, I can assume x square minus 9x as t. Either to make more simple, I can assume the whole term as t. So let us assume that t is nothing but x square minus 9x plus 11 as t. So I got t square minus, this will be t plus 11 equal to 0. I got t square minus t minus 11 equal to 0. From here, I can get the value of t. So of course, factors are not possible. We have to use the quadratic formula. What is formula? I will get t equal to 1 plus minus under root 1 square plus 44. That will be nothing but 45 divided by 2. I can take 9 common also. So I will get the answer as 1 plus minus 3 root 5 by 2. Right? So the x is given as nothing but x square minus 9x plus 11. Taking all the term one side, I will get one more quadratic equation which I will write here. X square minus 9x plus 11 minus of 1 plus minus 3 root 5 by 2 equal to 0. So can you tell me what is approximate value of this? If I take the minus sign, root 5 is 2 point something, 3 into 2, 6 plus minus something, right? So I will get 5 approximate value. If I take the plus sign, let us take the plus sign first. This value is almost 6 by 2, 3 point something. So overall this quantity is almost 8 point something, right? So what is discriminant of this? 81, b square minus 4 is c, right? 81 minus 4 into 8. I can say it is positive. So roots are real. Let us check the another equation. Of course, here also, if I use the discriminant formula, I will get 81 minus sum of the value. So that is going to be also a positive. So I can say all the roots are going to be real. If all the roots are going to be real, I have to find the product of the roots. I can use the product of the roots, nothing but the constant divided by the leading coefficient. So if I open, what is constant here I will get? I will get the constant as 122, 11 square 121, minus 20, minus 1, which is going to be 99. So 99 is a constant and leading coefficient is 1. So answer is nothing but the constant upon the leading coefficient. So answer is going to be 99. So maybe this question is based on integer type question where the answer is nothing but the 99. So this is how to solve whenever the quadratic question came. You can find the factors and you can check the discriminant of this particular question. Moving on to the next question, which is based on the 3D lines. A line is given. There are 2 points A and C on the line such that AC is 6, B is given. So this is based on the model papers. Whatever the values you told me, I write the values. So how to solve? I will make one line. This is nothing but the line AC which is given. So I can say one of the point is 6, 7, 9. Maybe the point can be different. The dr, what is dr? 3 is to 2 is to minus 1. There are any 2 random points A and C on the line. So I will draw any random 2 points A and C. One B point is given, I will put the B point here. If I put the point, it is not going to be satisfied, so I can say B point will be somewhere here in the space. I have to find the area of triangle which is formed by ABC. So if I join them, I have to find this particular area. How to find this area? What is area formula? Half base into height. What is base length given? 6. So this length is given 6. I have to find this length. What is this length? Perpendicular distance, right? And we have the formula for perpendicular distance. If you want to use the formula, you can use the formula. Otherwise, you can use dr of this and use the parametric point. The dr dot should be 0. From there, you will get the value of lambda. You can find. Otherwise, perpendicular distance, there is a formula that is a minus c cross b vector upon magnitude of b vector. This is nothing but the perpendicular distance formula. A and C are random points on the one of the line, and one point is nothing but 1, 1, 2. So you know how to solve it, right? Easily we can solve. What is vector B? Vector B is nothing but this one, dr. I can say under root of 9 plus 4 plus 4. What is this? This is nothing but determinant of I, J, K. What is A minus C? So 6 minus 1, you will get 5. 7 minus 1, you will get 6. 9 minus of minus 2, you will get as 11. B is nothing but 3, 2, minus 2. So easily you can solve this question, and you can use the area formula. Area formula is nothing but half base, which is nothing but AC into perpendicular height. 1 by 2 into 6, and whatever the height you will get there, that is going to be your answer. So just solve this particular problem. Determinant you have to solve easily, we can find, and that is going to be your answer, the area between the. So again, the question based on 3D lines, right? So thank you everyone. Our next sir, Srinivas sir, will discuss about the chemistry questions. So.
Hello students, hope you did well in the today's examination. So let's discuss chemistry remaining topics, right? And this question given from the ionic equilibrium and based on the solubility product. Yesterday also they given same topic in the yesterday examination also. What is the question given? If the KSP of CrOH taken thrice is 1.6 into 10 power minus 30 m power 4. The molar solubility of salt in water they given. Very simple question. Solubility they given in the water. There is no common ion effect. Very simple, easy question. Then what we have to find out? Value of the X. And CrOH taken thrice is the 1:3 type of salt. 1:3 type of salt, right? In the water, it undergoes the dissociation like this. 3 OH minus, and its solubility is S. This solubility will become 3S. Then when you write the KSP, KSP is equals to 4S power 4 we get. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So S into 3S whole cube. What you get? KSP is equals to 27 S power 4 we get. Right? So what is the KSP they given? 1.6 into 10 power minus 30 is equals to 27 S power 4 we get. Then S power 4 is equals to 1.6 by 27 into 10 power minus 30 we get. We can change it. S power 4 is equals to 160 by 27 into 10 power minus 30t. 32. Therefore, on solving, we get the solubility. What we get? 1.56 into 10 power minus 8. Then x value is equals to 8. So, very simple question we get. Right? So, what is the x value? Upon solving, we get the what? 8. 8 is the correct answer. And the next question, at the freezing point of water, process is non-spontaneous. Process is non-spontaneous. Delta G greater than 0 during the what? Freezing point. Okay. At the freezing point of water, process is non-spontaneous. At boiling point, becomes spontaneous. Okay. During the boiling point, delta G less than 0. During the boiling point. Right. Then which of the option is correct? Okay. Freezing point means temperature is decreases. Boiling point means temperature is increases. So what is the relation we have? Delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S. Okay. Right. Here delta H, take first option, delta H positive during the freezing point. Delta G positive minus T, temperature is low. Then what you get? Total value we get the positive, and delta G greater than 0, and process will become non-spontaneous. So at the freezing point of water, process should be non-spontaneous when delta H equals to negative, delta H equals to positive, delta S equals to positive. Why? Because during the freezing point temperature is less, then this value will become positive. This value you can take negative, and negative into negative positive. This value is positive. Total value will become positive. Then delta G will become positive, delta G greater than 0, and process is non-spontaneous, right? During the freezing point, you can apply delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S, right? Observe the first option, this is the positive, and during the freezing point temperature is very high. At high temperature is very high, and this is the positive. Okay, positive more negative. Then we get the what? Negative, and delta G less than 0. Right. When delta H positive, delta S positive, during the boiling point, process will become spontaneous. Right. Then option 1 is the correct one. Option 1 is the correct one. Right. Right. 10 mole CO, 10 mole Fe3O4 reacts according to this reaction. What is the weight of iron produced? So today also they given based on the mole concept, they given the question based on the mole concept. Let us see. Right, very simple question, right? Fe3O4, 4CO gives rise to 4CO2 plus 3Fe. When they given the number of moles of two reactants, then we have to decide the what? We have to decide the limiting reagent. Okay, what is the limiting reagent here? How many moles they taken? 10 moles of Fe3O4, 10 moles of CO they taken. Here, when you divide with the stoichiometric coefficient, this is the greater value, this is the lesser value, then this is the limiting reagent. CO is the limiting reagent, then with respect to CO only, iron is formed. They asked question for the amount of iron produced. Then, right, number of moles of CO by 4 is equals to what you can write? Number of moles of Fe by 3. Number of moles of CO, they given 10 by 4 into 3 is equals to weight by molecular weight of iron. Okay, right? 10 into 3 by 4 into 56 is equals to weight of iron. Right, solve it. We get the how many grams? 420 grams of iron is produced. Answer is 420 grams is the correct option, right? Right, let's move to next question. So this question is from organic. This is also very basic question they given. Okay, let us discuss what is its solution. Okay, alkyne undergoes the hydrolysis, acid catalyzed hydrolysis, H plus OH minus. Addition takes place according to Markovnikov rule. What you get? CH3, C double bond, OH, here you get the CH2. Here it undergoes the keto-enol tautomerism. Here we have the enol, obviously it undergoes the tautomerism. Tautomerism takes place. Then what happened? CH3, C double bond O, CH3, acetone is formed. Right, this is the first step. After that they treated with HCN. When they treated with HCN, what happened? Nucleophilic addition reaction takes place, resulting cyanohydrin is formed. What is the product you get? CH3OH, CH3, here you get the what? CN. This is upon reduction. Hydrogen and nickel, complete reduction takes place. Then what is the answer? We get CH3, COH, CH3. Here you get the CH2, NH2. Check the options, and first option is the correct option. Okay, right? Next one also very easy question. They given from the complex compounds. So nowadays questions are regular from the what? Complex compounds and D black elements, electrochemistry, right, and mole concept. Okay, right, let us see. Which of the following complex produce 2 moles of AgCl in the presence of excess of AgNO3? Right. Here CO plus 3. What is the, in all the complex, we have the CO plus 3 metal ion. So its coordination number is 6. And in the question, how many moles of AgCl should be formed? 2 moles of AgCl should be formed. 2 moles of AgCl should be formed means 2 chlorine atoms should be out of the sphere. So in which case it is possible? In this case, what happened? CO, NH3 taken 4, Cl2, Cl you get. It gives the only 1 mole AgCl with AgNO3, so this is not an option. Next one you people can take second one. What we get? CO, NH3 taken 5, Cl, Cl2. This is upon treating with AgNO3 gives the 2 moles of AgCl, then correct option is second one. Second one is the correct option. Very easy question this is also. Right. Next, calculate standard cell potential of the cell in which following reaction takes place. Okay, they given this one, Ag plus Fe plus 2. So I think it is wrong. Ag Fe plus 2. What we get? Ag plus Fe plus 3. This is the equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. For the required equation, what we have to do? Minus equation 1 plus equation 2 plus equation 3 we have to do for this cell reaction. Then for this cell reaction, what we get? Minus N1 into E1 plus N2 into E2 minus equation 3 we have to do. Okay. Minus N3 into E3. Okay. What is the N1 here? Ag plus. Okay. Gains the 1 electron converted into Ag. N1 is equals to 1. What is the N2 here? Fe plus 2. 2 electrons Fe, what is the N2? 2. And Fe plus 3. 3 electrons, what you get? Fe. Then what we get? 1 into x plus 2y minus 3z is the answer. Just next session. Just wait. Okay, next session will continue by maths lecturer. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, hello children, how are you? How you are doing in examination? Hopefully all of you are doing the wonder. What are you feeling? How is the maths paper and how is the physics? Same trend which from the last 3-4 years we are saying. Maths paper is moderate to the difficult. Yeah, you can see like a lengthy paper is there. This year, every session also we are seeing the almost the same thing only. We can't say paper is the unreachable, paper is the reachable only, but in the question solving it will take the time. And the calculation is there more in this one. Now few questions are there, so now we are going to be see how we are going to be solve this question. Yeah. Just like we are observing every examination, every session, one question is coming from here, from the system of the linear equation. Sometimes they are asking about the no solution. Sometimes they are asking about like consistency, inconsistency, infinite solution. Here also they ask about here, you can see, has the infinite solution. So we have to find the infinite solution. So first case what we can see, for the infinity and no solution, condition are there, det is equal to 0. So first of all, we can take the det is equal to 0. And as all of you know, delta 1, 2, 3, all become the 0. Then we are saying this is the infinite solution. Any one is not equal to 0, then we can say this is the no solution. So easy sum only. This is equal to 2 minus 1, 2, 5, 47, 3, 100, 2 lambda and mu. Is equal to 0. If you can see here, delta 1, delta 2, delta 3, all are 0 here only it will come. है ना? Because all the last term is equal to given the 0. So one equation you can find from here, which is you will come in terms of the lambda and mu relation we can find from here. And another thing we can find, we can check also ki between that these are the parallel is there or not. If this is the parallel is there, then coefficient of the x, y, z, we are going to be equate, and then based on that, this one and this one relation, we can find the lambda and mu value. I think calculation is also not at all difficult is there. Now we can see the next sum. Another sum is there here. Consider the circle, this one. This circle is reflected about the line of this one. Dhyan dena. Just you can see here. X plus 2y is equal to 2. This circle mirror image with respect of this line. So for the mirror image of this one, x plus 2y is equal to 2 is there. So mirror image of the circle, so radius are the same thing only. Radius is not at all going to be changed. So center mirror image we can take. So now you can find the center of this one. What is the center this one? 1 minus 2 is there. 1 and minus 2. Once we can find the radius, so 2 whole square, 1 whole square, 5 plus 4, 9 under root. So radius will come 3. So this mirror image we can find. Say this center mirror image h comma k. All of you know this thing. H minus 1 by 1 k minus 2. So minus 2 become plus 2 divided by 2 minus 2 because distance are the double here. 1 plus 2 into minus 2 divided by 1 square plus 2 square. From here you can easily find the h and k value. Easily you can find the h and k value. Once you can find a h and k value from here, so circle equation, which is the mirror image of this circle, we can get here x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to 3 whole square. You got this one? Now you can see here, after finding this circle, observe here what they are saying. The circle through the origin and parallel to the x-axis. Any line passing through the origin and parallel to the x-axis means what? This is the x-axis only. So now you can see. Circle is there, passing through the x. So this is become the x-axis only. If this become the x-axis, so this circle intercept on the x-axis. All of you know intercept on the x-axis is equal to what we are writing? 2 under root of g square minus c. Just you can find from here, put the value, you can get the result. Clear? Yeah, now we can see the another sum. We have to be find the f of 2 value. That means question are demanding we have to be find the f of x value. Once we can find the f of x value, so there we can keep the value 2 and then we can find. Integration is there, so we are going to use here the Leibniz theorem. Why Leibniz theorem? To remove the integration here. Then only we can find the value. So we can start differentiation here. So this we can take 2 x plus 2 whole square like a e into v form. F of x, f dash x. Ab now this one, differentiation of this one, f of x we can keep as it is. So 2 into 2, 4. x plus 2, 2 to the power minus 1, 1 only, and here f of x minus 6 x plus 2. Now there we can use the Leibniz theorem. So 10, wherever the t is there, there we can keep the upper limit. Upper limit is given the x. So now you can keep the x here, x plus 2, and in place of t, f of x. And then upper limit differentiation. X is there, so that differentiation is equal to 1 only. So we are going to keep the 1. Now we are going to be rearrange. Rearrange means what? F dash x one side, f of x one side. One another thing you can see here, in this one, x plus 2 is there. See. So why not we can cut this x plus 2, so we can get little bit less calculation. After that, 2 x plus 2 f dash x. From here also x is there, f of x is there, 10 f of x, here 4. So we can write minus 6 f of x. 4 minus 10, 6 will come. This 6 you can send on that side. Now what we are finding here, this will come question from the differential equation, and linear equation type is there. So 2 again cancel, 3, and this is the 3. So f dash x, this you can take the common, yeah, you can say divided by x plus 2. If we are going to divide it by x plus 2, so minus 3 x plus 2 f of x is equal to 3 by x plus 2 is there. Now this become the linear equation. Once it will become the linear equation, f of x into e to the power minus 3 x plus 2. Already all of you know this thing, because linear equation is the important. Now the q value 3 divided by x plus 2 into e to the power minus 3 by x plus 2 dx. Now from here you can find the, easily your the f of x value. Once you can find the f of x value, then you can put the value. Now again one question will come in your mind, ki, sir, here arbitrary constant will come. How we can find those arbitrary constant? What you should do for finding arbitrary constant, x equal to 0 you can take. X equal to 0, so what the value will come, you can get there. Now here also you can put, you can find the arbitrary constant. Once you can get the arbitrary constant, put here, you can get the f of x value. Once the f of x, then in the f of x you can put the 2 value, you will get the answer. Now we can see the about the complete analysis of the today first session, means the 24th first session paper. We are going to be see the analysis of this one. So what the analysis we can find here, how many questions are the easy, how many questions came from the 11th class. So as we are always observing here, they are going to be balance the things. Almost same number of the question coming from the 11th and 12th. Always 1-2 difference are there. They follow the same trend also this side, this time. So here, if we can see the 11th class, so 11th class it is there, 11th class it is there here, 9 question. Whatever the data is available, according to that I am saying to you. And once we can see the 12th class, so it is there 10 question. So not much big difference, as every session we are seeing almost the same picture is there. 11th class, 1-2 question lesser than the 12th class is there. Now we can see how many questions are the easy, moderate and the difficult. Obviously person to person this thing is going to be changed also. But according to my opinion, which we feel the easy sum, those I am going to be say to you. So if we can see the easy sum, So I felt 8 easy sum is there out of this 19, which you can easily do, means less calculation, not much lengthy calculation are there. If moderate question, then these are the 6. And difficult one, so same thing, the 5 question. As in the regular class in the resonance, always we are saying in the mathematics paper, definitely they are going to give you the 5 to 6 are the difficult, means the lengthy question. If you are try to solve the paper in the 2 round, then what you have to do, as much as possible in the first round, try to avoid the difficult one. First round, go to the easy. Mediocre if you are solving, then mediocre also it will take some time, maybe the 3 to 4 minutes. You can keep the patience there in the calculation, because you are going to be awarded the 4 marks. So you have to keep the patience there in the moderate type of the question. Difficult, once you can already solve this part, then you can try for the difficult part. Now we can see about the algebra. Always we are observing here that algebra and calculus, most number of the question are coming from here only. So again we can felt algebra 9 question is there. In the algebra only set and relation statistics I am keeping here only. So algebra 9, calculus 6, come to the coordinate. By the way, 19 question only data is there. So in this one we can find coordinate 1 only. Vector 3D, vector and 3D we can find here 2 question, and trigonometry we can find here the 1 question. Almost trained are the same thing only. If you are the perfect in the algebra and calculus, you are going to be solved more than 50, not more than 60% question. That is the more than enough. Again the overall paper I am saying, so again in the safe side I can say, if your score are the 50 around in this paper, that is the good score is there. So 50 to 60 again I am going to be expect you are going to be awarded with the 99 percentile. Yeah, maybe more than 99, means the 99.5 like that things are there. So we can discuss with you all the analysis of the mathematics. And 1-2 suggestion also I want to give you. Matrices, always the 2 question are coming. Adjoint property are the hot topic nowadays. Every 4 paper here, now the 5th paper is there, 5th session. Every paper I am saying adjoint matrix question are coming. So go through all the properties of the adjoint, but don't neglect the inverse. Maybe next time inverse property it will come. So determinant property, inverse property and adjoint property must be go through that one. Another one, system of the linear equation, which question I solve for the infinite solution. Maybe next time it will come the consistency, inconsistency, no solution, travel solution, non-travel solution. Like that question also can come in the examination, because almost concept are the same thing only it is there. Are you getting my point? Sure. So now we are going to be conclude in this one remark, and now sir is going to be take the chemistry sir is going to, Anand sir is going to discuss with you the chemistry.
Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back again to the chemistry solutions. So I hope you have solved the papers, today's paper. As you can see, there was so many easiest questions in the chemistry, and other faculty have already discussed with you. So now see some of the questions which I got. So let's see in this question what they're asking. In this question, they're asking simply which one is going to evolve, which gas will evolve when we are performing what? Dumas method. So we simply know in Dumas method, nitrogen gas is going to evolve. So first option. And also I got the information that in this question there are statement type also. Statement type that statement number 1 is that in this process nitrogen gas is involved, and in the second statement they have said whether during the process we are getting ammonium sulfate or not. So as you can see in this process we are using copper and copper oxide. So we will not be getting that also. Okay, so you can confirm that answer also. Now move to the next question. In the next question, if you'll see what they have asked, how many of the following cations shows characteristic color precipitate with K4FeCN6? Okay, so how we can check? So what we are having? We are having K4FeCN6. Now see, which one is having first vacant unpaired electron? Copper is having unpaired electron, D9 system. These are having fully filled configuration. Fully filled configuration, no unpaired electron. Even zinc is also having no unpaired electron. Magnesium is having no unpaired electron. No unpaired electron. So they will not show any characteristic color. But if we are going to do the reaction with copper plus 2, Fe plus 3 and Mn plus 2. In the case of copper plus 2, when it is reacting with this, we will be getting chocolate brown. We will be getting chocolate brown color. We will be getting here chocolate brown color. Brown color and chocolate. Chocolate brown color we are getting here. In the case of iron, blue color will be obtained, and you know the famous complex Prussian blue. Prussian blue complex will be obtained. You know the formula Fe4 FeCN6 thrice. This compound will be found, Prussian blue. In the case of Mn plus 2, also you can see D5, so it is also giving a color. This will also give you the color. So Mn plus 2, Fe plus 3 and copper plus 2 will give the color. So total we will be getting 3. So you don't need to do these things, you just have to check the unpaired electrons. Simply you will get that. Now move to the next question. In the next question, what they are asking, it looks a very difficult question, but actually it is a very easy question. If you see, what they are asking, consider the following plots of vapor pressure of a solution containing non-volatile solute versus temperature in Kelvin. Choose the correct graph between them. So if you remember, vapor pressure of solution is less than vapor pressure of solvent. When solute is non-volatile. When solute is non-volatile, then vapor pressure of solution will be less than vapor pressure of solvent. So now see in which case they have given vapor pressure of solvent is less. So in first case, if you see, vapor pressure of solvent is given greater than solution, correct? Solvent higher than solution. But this is a different graph. Yes. And this side solution, solvent and solvent. So basically only the first option that we are getting here is the correct options. Okay. Initially what we are having solvent, then we are adding, then the graph will be like that. So vapor pressure of solvent will be always higher than solution. So option number 1 is going to be the correct option. Option number 1. Now move to the next question. In the next question, if you will see, somewhat moderate question, X gram of benzoic acid reacts with NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate, giving 11.2 liter of CO2, is released at 273 Kelvin and 1 atmosphere. Calculate mass of benzoic acid. Now do, if you will see, benzoic acid, C6H5COOH is reacting with sodium bicarbonate. What product will form? C6H5COONA and H2CO3 will form, which later on converts into H2O and CO2. And what they have given? 11.2 liter CO2. 11.2 liter CO2. So if we are going to divide by 22.4, so we can calculate the number of moles. So number of moles will be 0.5 mole. 0.5 mole CO2 gas is going to be released. And if you see the ratio is same, so same amount of that will be, so moles of C6H5 COOH is equal to moles of CO2. So weight upon molecular mass, this side 0.5, weight 0.5 into molecular weight of this one is 122 gram per mole. 122 gram per mole. 122. So it will be roughly equal to 61 gram. So weight is going to be equal to 61 gram. 61 gram we have to take in order to get 11.2 liter of CO2. Okay. So this one is also easy to moderate type of question. Now move to the next question. From periodic table, select the incorrect statement. They are asking about incorrect statement about the modern periodic table. First statement, physical and chemical properties of elements are based on their atomic weight. And we know modern periodic tables are based on atomic number, not on atomic weight. So this statement is wrong. Now, physical and chemical properties of elements are based on their atomic numbers. True. Non-metallic elements are lesser in number than metallic elements. True. In periodic table 18 groups are present, also true. So what they are asking, incorrect option. So incorrect option is which one? First option is our incorrect option. Simple statement type of question. Now move to the next one. In the next one, what they are saying, a student synthesize the compound given below. This compound is synthesized by student, and what they have used, they are asking what is going to be initial reactant. Initial reaction. So what we will do, we will go backward in this reaction. So if you will see, what is this aldehyde group, and what they have given here, PCC. PCC is an oxidizing agent. That means when you are going to add PCC, that means it will be alcohol. Alcohol. CH2OH. CH2OH. Before that, what we have added? Hydroboration oxidation reagent. Hydroboration oxidation reagent. That means there must be pi bond. Pi bond. This C double bond C. In that case, what we are having again? This is a tertiary butoxide, which is a bulky base. Bulky base. So bulky base. In that case, what we will have? This compound. Br should be there. Br should be there. And what we have added? NBS. NBS. So for NBS, double bond. This and double bond should be there. CS3, CS3. Okay, this one. So which one is the correct option? Option number 2. This 3. Option number 3 is the correct option here. Now move to the next question. Okay, this was the last question from my side. Now, next Bomsi sir will hand over and he can discuss with you all about the analysis of today's paper, and he will also give you the insight about the previous paper and the upcoming papers. Okay, so best of luck. Now sir will continue. Thank you.
Hello students. So today let us discuss 24th January 2025 morning shift paper, some of the leftover questions from chemistry part and also the overall idea of entire chemistry subject. Okay. So but before getting the file ready, I want to share some of the important points we have observed in today's paper in different to the yesterday's and day before yesterday's paper, right? And in first shift, if you have observed, there was more focus on periodic table chapter. Then yesterday's shift, there was more focus on some specific particular chapters, and today also there was more focus on SN1 and SN2 reactions, right? So every session, every paper, they are particularly stressing multiple questions. 3 to 4 questions are coming from some particular chapter. So this is very important, you have to observe. So with this, what the danger, what the problem is that if accidentally if we keep such type of chapter as a choice, then it will become very difficult. Direct straight away losing 3 to 4 questions is a big loss for any student, right? So let us discuss the remaining questions from chemistry. After that, I will also give the insights into the overall test paper, how it was, and in relation to previous year papers also, right? So myself, MVK sir, and let's see the question here. There is a compound given, and this compound is aldol condensation product. That means he has done some reaction and has come to reach to some final product. And what he is saying, this compound is aldol condensation product of which of the following alkenes on ozonolysis, right? So there was some alkene which on ozonolysis formed the dicarbonyl compound, right? Because all these are cycloalkenes. Cycloalkenes on ozonolysis, you will get 2 carbonyl functional groups. So that is why I am saying dicarbonyl compound. And now that dicarbonyl compound in presence of dilute NaOH and followed by heating will undergo aldol condensation reaction, and the final product they have given as this one. Okay. So first of all, let us understand here, the final product should have an aldehyde functional group, right? An aldehyde functional group, okay? So now what I will do is, for understanding, as it is a very important model also, I will analyze or I will solve for each and every compound, and then you will come to know how to solve for the remaining questions also in the same method, right? So this is the alkene. If I do reductive ozonolysis of this alkene, what we will do during reductive ozonolysis, we will break the double bond and add oxygen atoms on both the sides, right? So this compound will be giving rise to this will be forming an aldehyde functional group. This is the product you will be getting. Now this product, when it is undergoing aldol condensation reaction, right? So this is the alpha carbon, right, adjacent to the carbonyl carbon. This is the carbon from which hydrogen will be removed. Alpha hydrogen will be removed and a carbon ion will be formed, right? From this carbon ion, if it is attacking onto this carbonyl carbon, then you will be having a free aldehyde functional group here, right? So let us assume we have taken taken out a H plus ion so that it formed the carbon ion, right? Now this carbon ion is going and attacking onto carbonyl carbon, right? So when it is attacking onto carbonyl carbon, then the keto pi bond will shift onto oxygen, and that leads to ring formation. And how many membered ring will be formed here? This is a first carbon, then second carbon, then third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon. And between first and fifth carbon, there is a direct bond formation. That means a 5-membered ring is forming here. So I will draw a 5-membered ring here. First I am drawing the 5-membered ring, and while cyclization, if you are having any doubt, right, so you can give numbering, but it is not IUPAC numbering, random numbering I am giving so that you can track which atoms are going where, right? So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 carbon compound is given, and there is a direct link between C2 and C6. In the 5-membered ring, take any of the 2 carbons and make them as 2nd and 6th carbon direct bonding, right now? So I am considering this as the 2nd carbon and this as the 6th carbon. Okay, randomly I am considering. After 2nd carbon is the 3rd carbon, then 4th carbon, then 5th carbon, right? 5th carbon are there, and then to the attached 2nd carbon there is a methyl group, and also OH group will be coming here, right now? And then on to the 6th carbon there is an aldehyde functional group, that is the CHO group. This is what beta keto carbonyl compound, right? So carbonyl carbon, adjacent carbon is alpha, next adjacent is beta. On the beta carbon there is a OH group, so that is a beta hydroxy aldehyde, beta hydroxy carbonyl compound, which is the addition product during aldol reaction. Now this compound, when it is heated to undergo E1CB reaction, right now, E1CB reaction, it will undergo dehydration between alpha and beta carbons, there will be double bond formation. So same 5-membered ring can be formed here, and then a double bond between C2 and C6 carbons, a double bond between C2 and C6 carbons, and then there is a methyl group here and there is a CHO group here. Just to check, is this product given is same as that of this or not? So not right. So there is a keto group here, but there is an aldehyde group here. So this is not the compound. Then if we are seeing C double bond O, there is another possibility also. You can see I have taken a carbon ion from 6th carbon and attacked onto 2nd carbon. There is another possibility for the same compound, that is, if we are taking this compound C double bond O and then C double bond O H, right? And instead of taking, this is let's assume this is a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, right now? Instead of taking the hydrogen from 6th carbon, if I take the hydrogen from 3rd carbon, making the 3rd carbon as the carbanion, then this carbanion, if it is attacking onto 7th carbon, there is a direct bond formation between C3 and C7. Here also there will be formation of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-membered ring will be formed. So let us write the product from this possibility also and then see here. Okay. So first I will make the 5-membered ring. Let us take this, the 5-membered ring, and what is this carbon is I am randomly taking this as 3rd carbon, which is linked with the 7th carbon as this one, right? For 3rd and 7th carbon there is a new bond formation, and adjacent to 3rd is the 4th carbon, then 5th carbon, then 6th carbon, right? And linked to 3rd carbon there is a C double bond O, CH3, and linked to 7th carbon there will be a OH group. And now this compound, when it is heated to undergo E1CB reaction, the dehydration will happen between alpha carbon and beta carbon, resulting in double bond formation between C3 and C7, right? So there is a new double bond formation here, and this will become double bond O. Now you compare this compound with the one. So this is what they have given, and this one you see, the ring, if you are reversing to this side, you will get the double bond here. So it is the same compound, or else you can match it also, double bond, single bond, double bond O. Double bond, single bond, double bond O. So it is the same compound. That first option is giving rise to your desired product. First option is the one which is giving this desired product, therefore first option is correct. In the similar manner, you can check for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th also, and can come to know how to solve this type of question. But it is a very important model of question, so practice more, right? So hope you have understood. Let's go to the next question. Now in this question they have given it in a statement model. Statement 1 is he has given some primary alkyl halide that is treated with OH minus, means a strong base he has treated with, he is treating with in presence of non-polar solvent. So alkyl halide in presence of OH minus nucleophile and in presence of non-polar solvent, what type of reaction will undergo? It is nucleophilic substitution, that too as it is a non-polar solvent and alkyl halide is primary alkyl halide. All these conditions will match, will be suitable for SN2 reaction, right? And during SN2 reaction, there should be no carbocation rearrangement. Direct, the old nucleophile should be removed, that is a leaving group should be removed, and incoming nucleophile, that is OH minus, should be added. That is what they have done. That means, with respect to the reactant, reagent and solvent, the product written is correct. So statement 1 is correct. So from this options also we will select it. Let us go to the statement 2 also. And in statement 2, what is he doing? The same primary alkyl halide is taken and he has treated it with the nucleophile trialkyl amine. Trialkyl amine. That too in presence of polar solvent, that too in presence of polar solvent. But the moment you see it as an SN2 reaction, you will try to apply the similar concept, that is either is it SN1 or SN2 reaction. But actually this is not a nucleophilic substitution reaction, it is a salt formation reaction. You can see here there is a salt formation, it is not SN1 or SN2, and in general it is a very important point, that is salt formation reactions demand polar protic solvents. Polar protic solvents favor salt formation reactions. Therefore, for the salt formation, the conditions given are exactly matching. Therefore, statement 2 is also correct. So statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is also correct. So statement 1 is false. So this is not the correct option. Statement 1 is true, statement 2 is also true. Statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. But actually here there is no link between statement 1 and statement 2. Therefore this also cannot be the answer. And coming to statement 1 is true, statement 2 is a false. So this is also not the answer, but statement 1 is true, up to here it is okay. Statement 2 is also true, up to here it is okay. Statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. This is correct, because there is no link between statement 1 and statement 2, right? So hope you have understood. A very tricky question it is. First statement, no problem, but in the second statement you have to catch the concept. So then only we can solve it, right? And coming to third question, this is also a very simple basic question, but the problem is that from the reactant, it is treated with 3 reagents, a set of group of reagents. And if you see, from shift 1 onwards, this type of questions, a compound will be given and that will be treated with a group of reagents, 3 to 4 reagents they are treating with and asking about the end product, right? And definitely, most of the students can do mistake in this type of questions, even though it looks like simple, because if 3 or 4 reagents are given, what if I do not know any one of the reagent between them, right? Now, the entire question will go, and even the time I have spent also will go waste, right? So try to list out all the reagents present in NCERT textbook and try to study their functions, their reactions, right? Every shift, this type of questions are coming, 1 or 2. So be careful with this type of questions. Now, I will write the reaction C. They have given an alcohol, right? So this alcohol, RCH2OH, this alcohol, they are treating with a PCC. What is PCC? Pyridinium chlorochromate. It is a mild oxidizing agent, means the primary alcohol will be oxidized to aldehyde only. It will not further will be oxidized to carboxylic acid. It will stop at aldehyde formation. But if a secondary alcohol is there, it will be converted into ketone, right? So given is the primary alcohol, therefore this primary alcohol will be oxidized by mild oxidizing agent into aldehyde, that is RCHO, right? Now this aldehyde formed is treated with HCN, right? Na? So what is the reactant here? HCN aldehyde R C double bond O H. To this, if we are treating with HCN, actually it should not be given as a HCN, it should be given as a NaCN in presence of water, because HCN is a weak electrolyte, it will not dissociate much, therefore nucleophile concentration available in the solution will be very less, right now. So, but directly I will take here it as a CN minus. Now this CN minus, when it is going and attacking onto carbonyl carbon is an electrophilic carbon because it is attached to oxygen, a more electronegative atom. So when it is pulling the electron density, carbon will develop electron deficiency, that is a positive charge. To attack that positive charge, Cn minus starts approaching. The moment Cn minus is approaching, the pi bond will shift onto oxygen and will become O minus, right now. So this leads to formation of CO minus HCN. And after this protonation will be done, so when this is protonated, O minus will take the H plus ion, because O minus is a very strong base, will take the H plus ion and it will result in RCOH HCN. So alpha hydroxy carbonitrile will be formed as a product in this step, right? So I am writing this with a HCN directly, both steps together. I am writing this final product, that is a RCH OH CN, C triple bond N. And everybody knows cyanides on reduction will get converted into primary amine, right? So this on reduction will be converted into RCH OH CH2 NH2. So this is the product. So that is what RCH OH CH2 NH2. First option is perfectly matching in this reaction, therefore first option to be the answer, right? So but be careful that when a group of reagents are given, the concepts from organic chemistry should be very strong. And then let's go to the next question. Which of the following give nucleophilic substitution reaction fastest? This is also actually a tricky or a difficult question, because he did not mention whether he wants the answer with respect to SN1 or SN2 reaction, right now. So we do not know what is the original question, actually what was the format of the original question, as these are the memory based questions. Maybe some information might be missing also, but based upon the information we got from our students, this is the question. So let us try to solve this question as it is we received, and then if any changes are there in future, you can refer, right? So which of the following give nucleophilic substitution reaction fastest? In this one, I will try to use some logic that, as they have not mentioned whether it is SN1 or SN2 they are asking, I will try to search for such a compound which will be suitable for undergoing both SN1 and also SN2 reaction. So if that logic is applied, fourth option can be straight away removed, because the fourth one is a tertiary alkyl halide, and we know steric crowding is a serious problem in SN2 reaction as the nucleophile attacks from the backside, right now. So tertiary alkyl halide will not undergo SN2 reaction at all, right? So therefore you can eliminate the fourth option. Coming to third option also you can eliminate, because beta branching is there. This is alpha carbon, then beta carbon. There is a beta branching. Because of this beta branching also, steric crowding will be there where nucleophile cannot attack from backside. Therefore SN2 becomes difficult, but SN1 is possible here, right now. So I will give you in this manner, see, SN1 possible, SN2 not possible, SN1 possible, SN2 difficult. I am not saying it is impossible, but difficult it is. Coming to this one, SN1 difficult, because when Cl minus is leaving from this carbon, this is the carbon forms the carbocation, right? And it is a primary carbocation. There is a very basic important point we know, that in SN1 reactions, rate of reaction is driven by stability of carbocation itself. The more the stable carbocation formation, the more will be the rate of reaction, or RDS will be that much faster, right? So SN1 is not possible here. Coming to SN2 reaction, SN2 can be possible, right now. So in all these three options, either of them is possible but not both. But let us understand this molecule, the fourth molecule given, in which If carbocation is formed when Cl minus is leaving, right? So I will write it individually, see, CH3, CH2O, CH2Cl. If Cl minus is leaving, what is the carbocation you will be getting? Is CH3, CH2O, CH2 plus. And this is also a primary carbocation like the carbocation formed here. But this carbocation is stabilized by octet, reaching octet configuration from the adjacent oxygen donating the lone pair. Therefore, it reaching a carbocation reaching to octet configuration is the highest stability the carbocation can get, right now? So therefore, SN1 is comfortably possible in this reaction. Now coming to SN2, how is SN2 possible in this reaction? Is the compound is like this, CH3, CH2, O, CH2Cl. Right now, in this compound, first of all, for SN2 reaction, there should be no steric crowding, right? So there is no steric crowding on this carbon. From backside, only one group is attached, and it will not give much steric crowding. Remaining two are hydrogens only. From the hydrogen side, the incoming nucleophile can attack from backside. And what is the another advantage is this group being the negative inductive effect group. Electron withdrawing groups attached to the alpha carbon can also favor the SN2 reaction. So as it is a negative inductive effect group, that also will favor in the reaction, in the SN2 reaction to happen faster. Therefore, this compound is suitable for both SN1 and also SN2 reactions. Therefore, this is the question he is asking, right? Suitable for nucleophilic substitution reaction. The first option is best suitable because it can undergo SN1 reaction and it can also undergo SN2 reaction, right? So that is why we can opt SN1, we can opt option 1, right? First option we can take, but this question is also very difficult. This much analysis to be done within short duration of time for the student, it is very difficult. So understand, so the difficulty level of the questions, the tricky questions we are discussing today, right? So these are the questions with this, whatever the collection we have received from the memory based knowledge from the students, we have listed and gave you the detailed solution also. Now I will briefly explain you how the paper was in chemistry, right? So if you see, hope you can, the chapter names are visible here, and I have listed all these chapter names and from which topic or from which concept specifically the question was focused, question was for designed, and what is the level of difficulty here, and then from which branch of chemistry, that is organic, inorganic, physical, the question has come, and is it from 11th or 12th, and also is it a subjective question or numerical calculation based question, right? So if you see, first question was from aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acids based upon nucleophilic addition reaction concept, right? And question was easy, and as it is from organic chemistry, and also nucleophilic substitution reaction or aldehydes ketones is a 12th chapter, right? The second question came from P block elements. The question was easy only. Some of the elements were given, oxygen and sulfur were given, and they were asking what is the difference in oxygen and sulfur properties difference, boiling point and melting point difference is because of which property, that is atomicity. Oxygen is a diatomic whereas sulfur is a octa-atomic, right? Octa-sulfur. So the difference will be there. That is also straight NCERT based question from inorganic 12th standard, right? Properties based. Third one is biomolecules. This is one risky question because most of the students will be ignoring biomolecules, but understand here and remember also from shift 1 onwards, right? Every day biomolecules question is coming. There is no paper without question from biomolecules. So understand this logic also for the students who are having the upcoming phases test, right? So from biomolecules, he has asked the question from DNA, from related to structure of DNA. He was asking what is the ribose structure in DNA. We know it, right? Deoxyribonucleic acid is a DNA. So in that, what is the sugar moiety we will use and what is its structure? They were asking from 12th standard organic chemistry. But still, I labeled it as easy because it is fact based only. If you know the fact, it is very easy to solve the question, right? And then going to fourth one, some basic principles and techniques, that is from GOC part. You can say there is one question on carbocation stability, and that was also easy question from 11th standard, you can classify it as, right? And then fifth question from hydrocarbons, and they were asking about electrophilic addition reaction, EAR, electrophilic addition reaction, and it is of a medium level and organic 11th standard portion. Then next sixth question came from D and F block elements, and in the D and F block elements, what they have given is they have given 4 elements in different oxidation states, and they were asking which of the ion, D block ion will be having the highest oxidizing strength, right? Based upon the stabilities of electronic configurations, we can say which one will be more stronger oxidizing agent. Therefore, it is also fact based only. NCERT reading sufficient to solve the question, right? So it is also easy from inorganic chemistry 12th standard. Then from chemical bonding, one question came based on the comparison of properties, right? Like a dipole moment, they were asking between ammonia and H2O, like different molecules they have given. Methane also they have given. Between these 3 molecules, ammonia, water and methane, they were asking the relation between the properties, right? That was also an fact based only, easy question from inorganic chemistry 11th standard. Then if you see from chemical and ionic equilibrium also, one question came that was related to solubility and solubility product. And if we have seen our live sessions or our video analysis solutions, every session one question is coming specifically from solubility product. So this also you can understand. They are not asking buffers. They didn't ask about buffer capacity or acidic solution, basic solution, pH calculation, nothing they are asking. Directly, even salt hydrolysis also they are not asking. Right? Directly they are asking from solubility product. S and KSP. Right? So try to focus, revise this concept also, and calculation was involved in this question. Therefore, I classified it into moderate level and from physical chemistry 11th standard, right? Then coming to thermodynamics and thermochemistry, next question came where they have given some conditions they have given and were asking the best matching between entropy, enthalpy and spontaneity of the reaction, right? That was also of medium level because we should know all the 4 conditions, then only specifically we can reach to that option, right? Then 11th question came from some basic concepts of chemistry, and that was a relation between mass and mole relation. We know, everybody knows it, there is a Y diagram in the mole concept, and based on this alone Y diagram, 2 questions came in today's shift, right? So very important. You can revise that concept also. So that was also calculation based, little time will be taken, therefore medium moderate level. Then hydrocarbons, this was a linked question. This type of questions are very dangerous. See, the question is linking between hydrocarbons and aldehydes ketones. Hydrocarbons is from 11th standard, aldehydes ketones is from 12th standard. If any student is leaving one chapter as a choice, then he cannot do this type of questions. And multiple of this type of questions will be there from organic chemistry. Therefore, if you are studying organic chemistry, you should start from 11th standard introduction chapter itself for organic chemistry. No choice should be there in between, right? All will be interlinked questions. Then coming to coordination compounds, very simple question was given based on Werner's theory. So he was asking, he has given 4 coordination compounds and were asking which of the compound will be forming 2 moles of silver chloride precipitate, right? That was very easy and it can be solved simply. And 14th question came from some basic concepts of chemistry, and this was also related to Y diagram only, the relation between volume, mass and moles, right? So that also can be calculated. That is also based on numericals only, therefore a little time will be taken here, right? And then next question came from qualitative analysis, right? Qualitative analysis from D block elements. They have given some ions and they were asking which of the ions will form colored coordination compound. That also needs some fact-based knowledge from NCERT. And again I am telling about specifying about NCERT textbook means you can understand what is the importance of studying or going through, revising the content from the NCERT textbooks, right? From the last 3 years, this is the third year, they are directly lifting the points from NCERT and converting them into questions. So understand this logic. So that was a difficult question because so many ions were given. We should know the knowledge, have the knowledge of all the ions there to solve it. So it comes under 12th standard inorganic chemistry. Then 16th question came from alcohol, aldehyde, amine. So this is also an interlinked, between 3 chapters it is interlinked, right? How much difficult it is you can understand, right? So group of reagents were given, as already I told, 3-4 reagents were given and we have to do all the reactions A to B to C to D like that, and then they were asking about the final product, some information about the final product, right? So coming under 12th standard, but it is of difficult level to say, right? And then coming to haloalkanes and haloarenes, there was a reaction based on SN1 and SN2 characteristics, right? So that was also tricky, that was also difficult. Therefore, we have classified into this model, right? Next came is from haloalkanes. Here there was a comparison, little comparison was there between SN1 and SN2. You can understand here SN1, SN2, here also SN1, SN2. Very surprisingly, today the 3 of the questions were related to SN1 and SN2 reactions only. Understand, no question came from alcohols, right? There are so many shifts in which from very important chapters also single question they are not asking, but from other chapters they are asking multiple questions. So understand this point, don't make any choice in preparation of chapters. You have to prepare for all the chapters, right? So that was also tricky question, therefore difficult level it is. And then one question came from periodic table and they have asked from properties. So that was to the moderate level from 11th standard inorganic chemistry. And from solutions, one question came from between different graphs they have given, and they asked which one will be best suitable for the colligative property, right? So that was also to the medium level, depression in freezing point related concept question it is, and from physical chemistry 12th standard. Then if you see from electrochemistry, one question has come. They have asked for cell potential calculation, and that was an easy question only. There was no, even though it is numerical, so that was not that much difficult, so directly we can get the answer. And then next question came from haloalkanes, haloarenes, already I told you, related to SN1 and SN2 reactions. Little tricky this is also, therefore medium level. Then next question came from hydrocarbons linked to in relation to aldehydes. Again 2 chapters are linked here. So here also group of reagents were given. So many questions are coming from every shift, that 2 to 3 grouped reagents questions are coming, which is making the question very difficult. Suppose 3 reagents are given. Actually, there are 3 questions within that one question. 4 reagents are given, 4 questions are there. Every reagent, its function, we should know it. So it becomes more and more complex if a group of reagents are given. And there is a link between 11th and 12th concepts also here. So here I have specifically mentioned some of the questions as 11th plus 12th together, so that you will understand there is a shift of knowledge. There is a requirement of knowledge from 11th also to solve the question in 12th standard, right? So accordingly we have to plan the preparation. Then one question came, I only have discussed this question also, aldol and ozonolysis reaction related question. So little time taking it is, actually it is an easy question, but it takes more time. Therefore from time perspective also we have to classify that it becomes under moderate level of question from 12th standard. And last question came from basic some basic principles and techniques and Dumas method, not Dumas method. So simply they have asked which element will be estimated using by using a Dumas method. We know 2 methods are there, Zeldal's method and Dumas method, right? By using a Dumas method, N2 gas, nitrogen will be estimated in the form of N2 gas. So it is a very straight, direct question. So very simple. This is only the question, most easiest direct question in this shift, morning shift of 24th January, right? So overall, if you see, there were questions, 9 questions came from 11th standard and 12 questions came from, 14 questions came from 12th standard and 2 questions came as an interlink, attached concept between 11th and 12th standard. So you can understand the balance here. Yesterday and day before yesterday, in both the shifts, morning and afternoon shifts, they have given equal weightage. That means out of 25 questions, if 11th are coming 12 questions, 12th were coming 13 questions or 13 and 12 questions. But in this shift, there is a imbalance between 11th and 12th. So little 12th is on higher side. That too, organic chemistry was on higher side. So those students who are taking organic chemistry as granted, yes, we can do it. So be careful that organic was a challenging subject in today's shift of paper. From organic chemistry alone, there were 12 questions. You can see here how much weightage they have given for organic chemistry. But this is a very big surprise for us also. In organic chemistry, 7 questions and physical chemistry, 6 questions came. And level wise, if you see, easy questions only 10 are there, right? But from yesterday's and day before yesterday's papers, easy questions were straightforward, that too. Right? Direct seeing the question and putting the answer type of questions were there. Yesterday and day before yesterday papers, 22nd and 23rd papers, almost 13 to 14. Today, number of easy questions got decreased and number of medium questions increased and difficult questions also increased. Generally, difficult questions should be not more than 3. 2 or 3 questions should be there. And today we got more tricky questions, so making them 5 difficult questions. Understanding? So with this overall, I can say that today's paper, chemistry paper, was not easy, right? Even it is not moderate also, it is higher than moderate level, right? So with the information I have shared, hope it will helpful for the students who are giving the test in the upcoming dates. All the best, and we Resonance is there with you. You can get any type of help from us. Yes, thank you. बन जाएगा ना?
Hello dear students, how are you all? Hope everyone is fine. Now let us continue the 24th January shift 1, the remaining physics questions. Hope you have written your paper today very well. Fine. Fine, let's start with today's remaining question. Hold on. Fine. Till that time, I hope you have written your paper very well, almost whoever has completed. And I believe the students who are waiting eagerly by seeing these questions, the one who are going to write on 28 and 29, maybe they are waiting very eagerly for this, for their exam. And after seeing these question papers, I believe that you are feeling, yeah, it's easy, it's easy. Of course, it's going to be very easy. Okay, let's come back to the point. In this question, what he has given, in a process, pressure of gas is directly proportional to temperature. So by default, if a pressure is directly proportional to the temperature, then directly I can say that what is going to be constant here? Volume is going to be constant. So if volume is going to be constant, then this particular factor relates to which process? Isochoric process as per the thermodynamics law. So it's going to be what? Isochoric process, and then we will see the options that he has given, the points he has given. Process is isochoric. Just now we have discussed this part. Now if the process is isochoric, volume is constant and work done is going to be what? 0. So obviously this is also the correct one. And now internal energy increases with increase in temperature. Of course, from first law of thermodynamics, if you take here, the work done is going to be 0. So therefore Q completely depends on this particular heat. And then I can say you directly clearly that yes, of course, its internal energy completely increases with respect to temperature. So accordingly you can say A, B, C all are correct. Check the options. What are the points here? Yes, of course, third option is the correct answer for this one. Right? So now let's go for the next question. So in the next question he has given, if distance between two parallel plate of a capacitor is D, A is the area of each plate and E is the electric field, find the energy stored. It's a direct formula. If you do not remember the formula, even you can use this part. U is equals to half CV square. You can use this part, and from there you can do the direct this point, half CV square. But parallel plate capacitor, you're familiar, that is epsilon naught into A by D followed by electric potential can be taken as E into D. Because of this square, I'm taking E square D square. This D and this D will get cancelled, and the final answer is going to be what? Half into epsilon naught into E square into D. If you remember the formula directly, you can take it. So therefore you can go for this part, half into epsilon naught into A into E square into D. That's it. Let's go for the next question here. So in the next question, in YDSC, light of wavelength 600 nanometer and 480 nanometer are used. So Yanike here he is given what is the minimum order of bright fringe of 480 nanometer coincides with the bright fringe of 600 nanometer. It's a very simple part. If you take directly, N1 lambda 1 will be equal to what? N2 lambda 2. So I can say that directly N1 by N2 is equals to what? Lambda 2 by lambda 1 you can take here. That's it. So directly after substituting the value, N1 by N2 will be equal to, directly you can take here the value of lambda 2, it's going to be 480 and this is going to be 600. After dividing this part, what is the minimum order of bright fringe of 482 coincide with the 600? Direct, if you divide it, you will get the final result. So 12 fours, 12 fives, if you're dividing, you will get the value of N1 by N2 is equals to what? 4 by 5. That's it. So fourth fringe overlap with the fifth one, you can say for this question. That's it. Very simple one. Let's go for the next question. What he has given, find the maximum possible velocity of the given angle of banking on a curved road of radius r having coefficient of friction as mu. It's a very simple one. Basically this concept we'll teach in the classes. So I'll just give you the idea and directly we can take this part. If the student remember this formula, that's well and good. If you take this particular car here, so let us take this point, car here. So obviously if this is going to be what? Mg sine theta, and in this side you are going to get what? Mg cos theta. However, the normal force will be acting in upward direction, followed by the frictional force will be acting here, and also you can take here the centripetal force will be acting here, that is mv square by r. So it will be split into two components, mv square by r. It is making, if this is making an angle theta, this also makes an angle theta. So this is going to be mv square by r cos theta, and this is going to be what? Mv square by r sin theta. Okay now. Now, if you equate this equation, f plus mg sin theta equals to mv square by r, and normal force will be equal to mv square by r sin theta plus mg cos theta. And taking out the value of friction, substituting the normal value, you will get the final result. And the final result going to be what? That is nothing but friction here. Required friction we have to talk here. So the required friction you have to take here. So therefore, V max equals to root over gr plus mu plus tan theta by 1 minus mu tan theta. While deriving, you will be getting the equation in terms of either sine and cos. You need sine and cos. So you need to take out cos common, so that sine by cos will become tan, and then the final result will be this. Let's go for the next question. So in this question, what he has given, in a parallel plate capacitor, length and width are, he has given the length 3 centimeter, width as 1 centimeter respectively, and the separation between them is nothing but 3 mu meter. Okay, separation also he has given. Now what he is asking, by which of the following values capacitance increases by factor of 10? Oh, very simple question, you can say this. You know that capacitance for a parallel plate capacitor is given by epsilon naught into A by D. But area can be taken as what? Length into breadth. So you can take here L into B whole divided by D. So that means from the option verification you can solve this directly. You take the first option directly here. So in the first option length is nothing but, check the units here. This is centimeter, this is also centimeter, and distance between the plates is nothing but mu meter. Yeah, of course this is centimeter, centimeter, mu meter, everything is same. So I like to do directly that C is proportional to L into B by D. So what is the length we are having is 6 and this is 5. So I can say for the first one 6 5 is 30 by 3. Yes, of course. It is nothing but multiple of factor of 10. So first option is possible. Okay, multiple terms are possible here. Let's go for the next one. If I am taking this is 5 2's 10, 10 divided by 1. Yes, of course, second option is also possible. Yeah. So A and B is correct. And if you go for the third one, 5 into 1 by 30, no, 5 by 30 not possible. 1 into 1 by 30 not possible. So therefore, the answer is going to be what? A and B. And yes, of course, here first option is a correct one. Very, very simple one. If you are familiar with the basic concepts, you will have done the paper very easily. Let's go for the next question here. Here he has given particle execute SHM with its time period equals to 2 seconds. The total time period he has given is 2 seconds and the amplitude is going to be how much? 1 centimeter. So basically what I am going to do here is nothing but amplitude 1 centimeter for the complete time period. I will take here plus 1 centimeter and here I will take here as minus 1 centimeter. Okay, now next he is saying what is the ratio of total distance and displacement in 12.5 seconds. First of all, we'll find out the distance in 12.5 seconds. To find out the distance, the complete distance will be equal to how much? 4 times of its amplitude. So, and already he has given that the time is equals to how much he has given? 2 seconds. Time period is 2 seconds. So I can take here total part is going to be how much? Directly 2 seconds. And also the time he has given us how much? 12.5 seconds. So what I'm going to do is nothing but 12.5 seconds and this will be equal to divided by how much? 2 seconds multiplied by overall part is going to be 4 into this is going to be how much? 1. 4 into this part. Okay, now. So final answer is going to be how much? Directly if you multiply it's going to be what? 6.25 multiplied by 4 and if you multiply this part you are going to get the distance as like 25 centimeter. Here data is there, so directly I am going with this particular factor. Well, if I am talking about the displacement which is going to be how much here? It's going to be 1 centimeter. So I need to find out the ratio. So distance by displacement is going to be 25 by 1 which means yes, of course, first option is a correct answer for this. So very, very simple one. Let's go for the next question. In this question, what he has given, work done by the force is equals to how much? Alpha plus beta x square. Another simple question. From x equals to 0 to x equals to 1 in 5 joules. Alpha equals to 1 already he gave the value and he's saying us to find out the value of beta. Here we can simplify this part directly. That work done will be equal to what? Integration of f dx. So I can take here integration of this is alpha plus beta x square into dx. And also you can take this part, the limits are from 0 to 1 and he gave already the value of work done which is equals to already 5. Fortunately he gave the value of alpha also. Wow. So alpha will be equal to alpha, that is 5 equals to integration of alpha dx. Integration of dx is going to be x. 0 to like a 1 plus this is nothing but beta into this is going to be what? X cube by 3 from where to where? 0 to 1. Also you need to find out the value of alpha. Alpha already he gave. What is the value of alpha? It's 1. So I can take here 1 into this is going to be the value 1 plus beta into this is going to be what? 1 by 3. Simplify. So if you send here 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 3 is going to be 12. So therefore the beta value is going to be 12. Hence option 3 is a correct answer for this. Okay. Let's go for the next question. What he has given, a plano-convex lens of refractive index mu and radius of curvature is 20 centimeter present in air. Okay. One planar convex lens is there and he has given the refractive index and radius of curvature and it is already present in air and it is having a focal length f1. There is another plano convex lens. Okay, its refractive index is 1.5, radius of curvature is 30 centimeter and it is placed in a liquid of refractive index 1.2 and its focal length is f2. He is asking us to simplify f1 by f2. Okay, directly you know that we have a basic formula 1 by f is equals to mu minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. So I can simply simplify for the first focal length 1 by f1, mu minus 1 is nothing but mu is going to be 1.5 minus 1, 0.5, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2, but for the plano-convex lens, radius of curvature for the plane surface will be infinity, so directly I'm going to use 1 by r, and that 1 by r is going to be how much? 20 centimeter. Okay. Similarly, if you remove this point, simplification 5 1s, 5 2s, it's going to be what? f1 equals to how much? 40 centimeter. Similar, I'm going to find out for f2 also. So if you are simplifying for f2, I can use the same formula, 1 by f2 equals to mu minus 1, but now in this particular situation, he has dipped into a liquid. So that means mu will be equal to, I have to take here mu 2 with respect to 1. So mu 2 by mu 1. So I can say mu 2 is 1.5 divided by mu 1 is nothing but how much? 1.2 minus 1 into, again it's a plano convex, so I'm going to get 1 by r, which is going to be 1 by 30. So if you simplify this part, it's going to be 1.5 minus 1.2, 0.3 by 1.2 whole divided by, it's going to be what? 1 by 30, you can simplify 0.31, 0.34, its focal length is going to be how much? 120. Now you need to find out the ratio between them. f1 by f2 he said, so 40 by 120, it's going to be how much? 1 by 3. That's it. So that's it. So these are the questions which we got from our students. These are almost all the memory based questions. So with this we will conclude our session today, and I hope you have written your examination well, and the students who are waiting for 28 and 29 eagerly, they can utilize these sessions whatever we are taking. So please utilize this part and revise as much as formulas as you can. Thank you very much.